Hello everyone, welcome to What If Deku Was Betrayed and Teamed Up with 2B from NieR. Automata Movie. Before we start, please go support Cesar Mendoza 290,316 for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made, there will be some mistaken characters' gender, but of course Deku is a male. Clarifications. 1. Izuku will be betrayed and will have 2B as a girlfriend. 2. 2B would not be serious or cold with Izuku. 3. Izuku will be like Bucky. 4. Izuku will join Yorha. 5. 2B will fall in love with Izuku. 6. It will be a crossover between My Hero Academia and NieR Automata. 7. Uraraka will be the super boar. 8. Izuku will not return to the UA. 9. It will be a somewhat long story. 10. 2B and Izuku will be a great couple. Chapter 1 Betrayal. Narrator. It was a normal day at the UA Academy where Izuku Midoriya, 9th of 1 for all and future symbol of peace, studied. Since his great feats in the past made him win the affection of all the UA students and more of the UA teachers, since they saw him as one of the best students in the UA, and he was considered one of the best heroes that the UA has had, and he was Ichako Uraraka's boyfriend since after the sports festival and the rescue of Bakugo and the defeat of All for One. They two confessed and became boyfriends, and everything was happiness for our green-haired girl. What is our green-haired girl doing now? Narrator. We see Izuku in his room doing homework with Uraraka. Izuku. Ready love, we have finished all the homework, he said relieved. Uraraka. We finally finished all the homework that Izawa-sensei left us. Izuku. And what do you want to do tomorrow? Uraraka. Maybe go to the movies to watch a movie. I'll see you tomorrow. Izuku. And a question love, what do you want to do when we leave the UA? Uraraka. Isn't it obvious to get married and have many children smiling? Izuku. That's why I love you very much love. I was going to give him a kiss. But Uraraka's cell phone rings and she grabs it and after a few seconds she hangs up. Izuku. Who was it love? Uraraka. It was my parents, they want to see me now, giving him a short kiss, see you later love. Izuku. Take care love, seeing that he was leaving, there how I love my girlfriend. But the Ichako. She was walking through the halls of the UA until she reached a super dark hallway where there was a person where there she began to kiss that person who was none other than Iida, and the two separate from the kiss. Iida. Already love, tell me when are you going to leave the idiot Midoriya? Uraraka. Very soon love, just give me time to leave him alone for the meantime, we are going to have fun together. Iida. Oh yes, perfect. So the two left the place. Meanwhile in the teacher's lounge. We see all the teachers gathered to talk about something very important. Almight. Tell us director, why did you call us so urgently? Nezu. Well, I just received an anonymous video that shows the true traitor of the UA. Almight. Seriously, let's see, put the video. Nezu put the video, and it showed how Shigaraki was in a super dark vault that only the moon illuminated it, but to everyone's surprise and anger at the same time, Izuku arrives with many folders and documents from the UA to Shigaraki and gives them to Shigaraki, and the two just laugh at the same time. They leave in a Kurogiri portal, thus ending the video, leaving everyone super angry. Almight. That bastard has lied to us all this time, he said furiously. Flag King. There, we have to lock him in Tartarus to that damn traitor. Sniper. There, we have to kill that damn traitor. So everyone began to throw curses at him, everyone except Midnight, Aizawa and Nezu, who believed in Izuku until Aizawa speaks. Aizawa. Wait a moment, why are we going to believe a video that we do not know where it came from, that in a true hero like Izuku, since he saved his companions and helped rescue Bakugo and everything, so I believe in Izuku and he is not a traitor. Midnight. Yes, also he confessed to me that it had always been his dream as a child and it had always been his dream to be a great hero, not a dirty villain, so I believe in him so much, they said seriously. Almight. Enough of cheap excuses, he is the traitor and that's it, and tomorrow we are going to arrest him. All. Yes, Almight. The next day. We see Izuku calmly in his desk, calmly waiting for Aizawa's class, and then Aizawa arrives. Aizawa. Well, take a seat. Seeing that everyone sat down, very well, before starting the class Midoriya, they fill you in the direction. Izuku. I'm going. So Izuku and Aizawa went to the direction where they arrived, and Izuku knocked on the door, receiving a pass from the director, and upon entering Izuku saw that the teachers were gathered, but they all looked at them with angry and serious faces, all except Midnight, Aizawa and Nezu, who were somewhat worried about Izuku. Nezu. Young Midoriya knows why we sent for him. Izuku. No, why director, but receives a punch in the stomach from Almight. Almight. Stop lying, damn traitor, furious. Izuku. Traitor, Almight, what are you talking about? I am not a traitor, he said in pain, grabbing his stomach. Almight. No, and this, putting the video. What they did not know is that Class 1 had heard everything through the class speaker, and everyone began to throw curses at Izuku, everyone except Bakugo, Todoroki, Kirishima, Seiya, Mina, Jiro and Momo. Since they trusted Izuku at the end of the video, Izuku was in shock by what he had seen. Izuku. That's not me, seriously, I swear, please believe me, All Might, please believe in me, bringing tears to your eyes. All Might. Shut up, giving him a hard punch. You're trash, give me back the one for all, taking a hair, and he eats it, and he was going to hit him again, but he returns to his skeletal form, and someone ties him up with his whip. Midnight. Run, darling. Izawa. Run, my offspring, as far as possible, dodging present mix blows. At that, Izuku runs super fast, but receives a kick from Iida that made him fly into the courtyard, where all his companions began to attack him, super horrible with everything and quirks, and Iida kicks him that sends him far away. Uraraka. I can't believe I had a damn traitor as a boyfriend, but you know one thing, kissing Iida, I've cheated on you all this time with Iida, and he was able to give me everything and more in bed, he said brazenly. But a huge wall of ice stands in front of them. Bakugo. Talking shark, take the nerd far away, quickly taking out many explosions. Todoroki. Take Izuku far away now, taking out more ice. Momo. Don't let them get close to Izuku, run super fast, creating a cannon and shoot everyone. Seiya. Don't let them catch you, sticking out her tongue. Jiro. Run as far as possible, taking out sound waves. Mina. Run, love, run, taking out a lot of Ishido. Kirishima. Let's go, bro, carrying Izuku and takes him very far from there. Todoroki. I can't stand it anymore, taking out more ice. Momo. Come on, love, you can do it, you have to do it for Izuku, shooting his companions. Todoroki. Yes, I have to do it for my friend, taking out more ice. Then All Might arrives, where he destroys the ice pillar and knocks out all of Izuku's friends. With Kirishima. Izuku. Ouch, 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 everything hurts, complaining of the pain at the same time, coughing blood. Kirishima. Calm down, bro, we're going to get to the hospital. But a kick from All Might sends him far away, throwing Izuku to the ground. Izuku. Please, All Might, I am the traitor, but All Might punches him in his left eye, grabbing his eye while bleeding a lot. All Might. Shut up, you damn bastard, I considered you my son, but how stupid I was, I started to hit him horribly. Izuku. Please stop trying to defend himself, but All Might grabs him by the arms and breaks both arms. Izuku. Screaming heartbreakingly. All Might. Shut up already, punching him in the chest that sends him flying super far. I hope you die, wretch, leaving upset. Kirishima. Bro, I'm sorry, fainting due to the pain he felt. But Izuku. Izuku was in the skies until he falls, causing a mountain to split and fall into the snow, while Izuku was slowly losing his life and looked everywhere with his only right eye. Izuku. That's how I'll die, well, at least I have fulfilled my dream of being a hero. Sorry mom, forgive me for not becoming 100% a great hero, forgive me, and also forgive me because I won't be there for dinner. I hope you're happy, mom, goodbye, mom, crying at the same time she cried blood from her left eye and was about to close her right eye. But she hears something and looks at a small plane where it lands where Izuku was, and from there a robot and a girl in heels, a beautiful black dress come down, and what was most striking was that she had a blindfold on her eyes and approaches Izuku. My god, surprised seeing Izuku. Izuku. AI, help me please, coughing up a lot of blood. Odd 42 vital signs now. Odd 42. He is slowly losing his life, he has 28% of blood left in his body. Well, I have time, going back to where he started, dragging Izuku. Calm down, friend, I'll help you, I promise, you'll be fine, dragging Izuku. Izuku. Mew, thank you very much, falling fainting since he lost a lot of blood. Chapter 2 Yorha. Narrator. We see Izuku waking up little by little, seeing that his left eye looked like it had a yellow filter, and looked that he was in a somewhat strange room. Izuku. Where am I, raising his arms, seeing that he had his metallic arms, but in shock seeing his new arms. Good morning, I see that you already woke up, friend, smiling, a boy. Izuku. But what are you scared of? Calm down, friend, you are fine now, you just need to rest since the surgery was something dangerous. Izuku. What kind of surgery did they do to me, who are you scared? Ah yes, sorry for not introducing myself, my name is Nines. Izuku. Nines, confused. Nines. Yes, that is my name, it is somewhat confusing, but it is my real name. Izuku. Okay, but what did they do to me and where am I? Nines. We are in a base in space known as Yorha. Izuku. Seriously, we are in space. Nines. Yes, we are in space. Izuku. But what did they do to me and how did they put these metal arms on me and how can I move them? Nines. It was somewhat difficult since 2B brought you unconscious and we saw that your pulse had dropped super low to the point that you were at 10% pulse. I don't know how you did it, but you got here invited. Izuku. Seriously, I was about to die. Nines. You were, but fortunately we saved you, then we did a super fast surgery with our super advanced machines that built your chest and bones again. Izuku. Seriously, lifting his shirt, my scar is very big. Eights. Yes, but with the shirt you can't see, and then we put those arms and that eye on you. Your arms are metallic, but we connected them to your brain, so they work like normal arms, and your eye, just like the arms, you will be able to see well. Izuku. I see. Nines. And what happened to you for 2B to take you to the base like that? Izuku. It was horrible since my two friends attacked me, since some villain said that I was a traitor, but the one who attacked me the most was someone I considered my father, but now he is nothing to me. Nines. I'm very sorry to hear all that, but at least 2B saw you and brought you so we could save you. Izuku. And who is 2B? Wait, don't tell me she's the woman in the elegant dress. Nines. In fact, she is my best friend and my great companion since we both always go on your missions. Izuku. I see, sorry for acting like that, I was nervous. Nines. Don't worry friend, I would have reacted that way too. Izuku. Thanks friend, smiling. Nines. Oh yes, it's true, taking out a sheet, put it to your eye so you can scan it. Izuku. What is it, grabbing the sheet, but he began to scan with his eye. Izuku. But what is all my information? Nines. Yes, since we wanted to talk to you about something very important. Izuku. What? Nines. Change and you'll see, I'll wait for you outside friend. Izuku. Okay friend, seeing that Nines was leaving, I think that now I have a new opportunity to be something more than a hero, seeing his arms. Meanwhile, in a computer room. We see a commander watching everything that was happening. I hope the boy accepts, I hope so. Nines. Commander White. Commander White. Yes, what's up? Nines. Look, here's my friend Izuku Midoriya. Izuku. Nice to meet you, smiling a little nervous. Commander White. Good evening young Midoriya. Adelia. Good evening madam. Commander White. I am Commander White, I need us to talk now. Izuku. Okay, I'll see you later. Nines going with Commander White where they arrived at a large office. Commander White. Take a seat. Izuku. Thank you, sitting down. Okay, before speaking I wanted to thank you completely for saving me because I almost lost my life, but you rescued me, thank you very much, I appreciate it with all my heart. Commander White. It's nothing Izuku, we like to help people. Izuku. And what was the important topic you want to talk to me about? Curious. Commander White. Very well, I will get straight to the point, taking out a large hologram. You see Izuku, we are a secret association that we fight with something called the Machines, which is a virus that has infected the vast majority of countries such as Russia, China, Japan, Ukraine, the United Kingdom, Spain, Mexico, Guatemala, Argentina, Ecuador and Colombia, but thanks to us we were able to decrease. But what I'm getting at is that I want you to be part of Yoro Izuku so that you can fight all the machines that are still there on the planet and thus prevent the extinction of humanity. That's why we need soldiers like you to stop those machines, you say. Izuku. All this is very tempting to save someone with a smile, but at the same time I feel like I don't deserve this position. Commander White. I know it's a great responsibility, but we feel that with training and strength, you can be a great hero and a protector of the world. Izuku. Looking at his arms, okay, I accept, I will do it because you saved my life, and that's why I want to reward everything you did for me. Commander White. Perfect, now you are a Yoro soldier. Izuku. Thank you very much, smiling. Meanwhile on Earth. We see everyone celebrating because they thought they had done the right thing, except for Izuku's real friends who remained upset, and All Might arrives. All Might. Young people, I have great news to give you. Iida. Locked up the traitor in Tartarus. All Might. Something much better, young Iida. Haminari. And what is All Might sensei? All Might. Did he kill the traitor? That shocked everyone and more to Izuku's real friends. Mina. All Might sensei is lying, right? Izuku is only in Tartarus, nothing more, true, in shock. All Might. No, young Ishido, really, I mean it, I killed young Midoriya, now he is dead, he said with impudence, but receives an explosion. Young Bakugo, what's wrong with you, upset? Bakugo. You damn piece of shit, why did you kill Izuku? He was not a traitor, how could you kill him? Furious, taking out more explosions. Hiroshima. Yeah bro, yeah, calm down, it's not even worth the hit he gave me. Todoroki. Yeah friend, it's not worth it. Bakugo. No, why my brother, why, shedding tears while Kirishima hugged him. All Might. Whatever, but you get slapped, and what are you doing here? Inko. Kitsuki called me on the phone and told me everything they did to my son and tell me it's not true that you killed my son. All Might. It's the pure truth, he deserved to die for him, he's a bucking shitty traitor. Furious. Inko. You're a wretch. Furious, hitting All Might's chest. Vitsuki. Yeah Inko, calm down, it's not worth it, hugging her. Inko. Why my sniff my son, the man of my life, sniff the man I love very much, why did he have to die like that, sniff why my son, why my baby, crying, hugging Mitsuki, making friends with Izuku, shed some tears since they lost their best friend. With Izuku. Nines. Very well Izuku, we already gave you a room for yourself. Izuku. Thanks Nines. But he that the 2C 2B. Izuku. You are to be surprised. 2B. You're alive, surprised. Izuku. You were the one who saved me, thank you very much for saving me, seriously 2B. 2B. But how is it possible that you're still alive, Izuku, surprised. Izuku. Because I'm super strong and thanks to my great courage I didn't die, and more for you because you saved my life. 2B. You're welcome Izuku, well I have to go running away, who are you Izuku, Midoriya? Izuku. Well I'll see her later. Nines. And here we are, this is your new room, come in so you can get settled. Izuku. Thanks, and thanks for the clothes. Nines. It's not good at all, I'll see you later, I have to train, take care of yourself. Izuku leaving, and Izuku enters his room, which was a normal room, but looks in the mirror seeing that he was in space. Izuku. I don't know what will become of me, but I swear that I will be a great hero for all those who trusted me, and more for my mother who would never betray me in anything, that's why I promised to be the best hero of all. Looking at space. That's how it was all day, where Izuku settled down and went to sleep. After a long day he got ready to sleep. Chapter 3 Training. Narrator. We see Izuku walk around the entire base to get to know it better. Izuku. I wonder what kind of training your soldiers have and where they train, walking calmly until he reaches a room with many mannequins and many weapons for hand-to-hand combat. Izuku. Well, since I no longer have one for all, maybe I can train for combat and defense by grabbing a wooden sword. 1 hour later. We see Izuku training, hitting the dummy with his strength and hitting it so much that the sword was already somewhat broken, until Izuku hits him in the head with a sword, causing the sword to break. Izuku. Well, at least the wooden sword was already broken, throwing the piece away. 2B. I see you're training a lot. Izuku entering the room and approaching a table. Izuku. Yes, since I no longer have a quirk now I have to do something with my strength and distract myself and prepare myself at the same time. Tiring. 2B. Do you really want to be one more of Yora? Izuku. Yes, because I really like the idea of being a Yorha soldier, because I feel that I am more than a hero, I am a protector of the earth, drinking water. 2B. It seems that you are very interested in being a Yorha soldier. Izuku. Yes, and a lot, that is why I am going to train day and night to be one of you, drinking water. But he hears a noise and looks at a knife on the table. Izuku. But what do you hear, 2B? But he dodges 2B's attack. Izuku. What's wrong, 2B? 2B. First rule, never let your guard down anywhere, much less from behind, never, and always look everywhere ready when they attack. Izuku. Okay. 2B. Very well. Izuku grabs a knife, this is just beginning, and takes this, throwing a device at him. Izuku. What is it? 2B. Activated. Seeing that Izuku activated the device. Izuku. Wow, this is amazing. 2B. They are called combat shields, they are very useful for combat, so they do not know that you have a shield, that is why they are invisible. Izuku. I see. So the two pounced on the other, where Izuku moved super fast, and 2B gave him some stabs in Izuku's body, but they did not hurt them both, where Izuku went even with 2B. At the same time they clashed their knives, and the two clashed their knives, causing them to separate. Izuku. So you really like hand-to-hand combat? 2B. Yes, that's why I'm always willing to do anything as long as you light up those machines. Izuku. And why don't you use your sword in combat? 2B. One is enough for combat, I don't need two on guard now. Izuku. Ready, dodging 2B's knife, but a question, when you're in danger do you call someone? 2B. If not, then no one has to die with honor, but Nines always accompanies me in everything. Izuku. I see. 2B. But remember Izuku, always be on your guard. Izuku. And never get distracted for anything in the world. 2B. Very well said, now fight. Izuku. Whatever you say. So the two started fighting again, where they were super coordinated to the point that it seemed like they weren't even cutting each other, and 2B puts her knife to his throat. 2B gains, smiling a little. Izuku. Okay, separating, how many times do you train a day? 2B. Almost every day, on weekends I make the most of them to be better every day. Izuku. We are almost similar since I also do the same. 2B. That makes me happy, now raising the knife. Izuku. Of course, raising the knife. So the two again rushed at each other, where they began to clash their knives. 2B. Don't give up. Izuku hitting the knife with his until Izuku, at a moment when 2B got a little distracted, pushes her, making her fall, and Izuku puts his knife on her neck. 2B. Good player Izuku. Izuku. You saw I won, I'm smiling too. 2B. But always kill your enemy well or you'll have bad luck. Izuku. Because bad luck. 2B. Because I stabbed you in your stomach. Izuku. Seeing that his stomach was red. 2B. Good that Izuku, but you will have to train more getting up. Izuku. If you're right he was going to leave, hey 2B. 2B. What's wrong? Izuku. I wanted to know why you wear a blindfold. 2B. It's to be more intuitive so that my instincts don't fail me and my reflexes are better every day. Izuku. I would like to see your eyes. 2B. Are you sure you want to see them? Izuku. Of course. 2B. Very well Izuku, well here I go taking off the blindfold and Izuku would blush since he had super beautiful eyes 2B. Izuku. Wow, 2B. 2B. These are my eyes and why are you red? Izuku. Nothing is that you have some pretty blushed eyes. 2B. What is that about pretty eyes? Izuku. A famous song. 2B. What is that song? Izuku. It is true you do not know some things, come on, I will show you, holding 2B's hand. Timeskine 1 week later. We see Izuku training alone until Commander White arrives. Commander White. Young Midoriya. Izuku. Yes, what's up? Commander White. Come with me now. Izuku. Of course. So the two walk until they reach a room where there was a large capsule. Izuku. What is that, Commander? Commander White. Izuku, this is the experiment that we have been developing called the Super Soldier that increases all your muscle mass and everything. Izuku. And why show it to me? Commander White. Because you are the one indicated for this experiment. I know that you are the one indicated for this, Izuku, so what do you say? Izuku. If I accept I will do it for all of you. Commander White. Perfect, now we start with everything. So Izuku takes off his clothes leaving the boxer where he gets into the capsule and they put a mask on him so he could breathe and it began to fill with water where Izuku began to get sleepy and fell asleep. Meanwhile in Izuku's mind. Izuku was in a dark place where he looked everywhere but he sees that some lights appeared and Izuku was surprised since there were all the carriers of the One for All. Izuku. But why are they here? It is not supposed that Almight took the One for All from me. Yoichi. You did not give it to your will, therefore the One for All is still inside you and more because you are great worthy of the One for All. Nana. Yes, also Izuku, the One for All chose you because it is yours, therefore it is part of you, the One for All. Izuku. I promise you that I will continue forward and I will continue standing and I promise never disappoint them. Everyone. We trust you, Izuku. Chapter 4 First Mission. Narrator. We see Commander White going to the room where Izuku was and entering, seeing that he was still sleeping. Soldier. We already woke him up, Commander. Commander White. Yes, wake him up, it's already taken 2 weeks for it to take effect, it's ready, so wake him up. Soldier. Yes ma'am. So starting to empty the capsule where there was no more water and began to open the capsule where Izuku was coming out little by little and began to wake up little by little. Commander White. I see that it had a lot of effect on you, Izuku. Izuku. Yes, yawning, although my hair grew some, but I'm fine taking off the mask, thank you for giving me this opportunity, Commander White. Commander White. You're welcome, young Midoriya, but now I need you to do something important, it would be. Izuku. With honor, Commander White, beating his chest. Commander White. I need you to go find 2B and 9s since they went to a dangerous city of machines where there is a large population. Izuku. Where is it located? Commander White. Ukraine. Izuku. I will go at once, they may be in danger. Commander White. I trust you, Izuku. With 2B. She was piloting her plane where she reaches the population. 2B. This must be where that large machine is piloting, but a plane appears in front of her. 2B. Don't even think they'll beat me. So they start attacking the plane, where the plane also attacked, but 2B activates a large sword that splits the plane in half. 2B. Very simple, putting away his sword while the plane exploded. Ready 9s, where do I have to go first? 9s. Go to where there is a hatch that I opened. 2B. Yes, I already saw it, I'm already piloting where it gets into the hatch and lands, seeing that it was all dark. 2B. Do you detect something? POD 42. Odd 42. Detected movements approaching. Machines. Exterminate many robots coming out. 2B. So they want to exterminate me by taking out their katana, try it. So he rushed towards the machines where he began to kill them one by one with his katana and he moved very fast to such an extent that the machines were almost destroyed quickly. Machine. Exterminate by pouncing on 2B. 2B. Don't even think you'll plow it by taking a big leap where it splits it in half and explodes and throws its katana Asia 4 where it pierces them with ease, thus killing all the robots. 2B. It was easy but it starts to shake, a confused earthquake. But a huge blade appears breaking the place and 2B took a big leap back. To be. It's too big, I won't be able to face it. But she sees that several airwaves collide with the blade and breaks it a little, making the big robot get out of there and leave. To be. What was that? But she looks at Nines, who was in his plane piloting, and lands where 2B was. To be. Good job, Nines, you scared that thing away and saved me, thank you very much. Nines. What are you talking about, confused? To be. Because of the big air waves you made, you didn't go. Nines. But what are you talking about? I didn't do anything, I was just arriving. To be. Then who was it? Nines. No, maybe we have an ally among us. To be. Better continue with the mission. Nines. I'll be watching you from the skies. See you piloting. So 2B began to run where he sees many machines stop there. 2B. Are you okay, what I? Nines. Yes, I am seeing it. 2B. But what is wrong with them, are they hypnotized? Nines. Apparently without their boss around them they are useless in every sense, since they need orders to keep moving. 2B. Ivory passing by, and now that. Nines. Well, you are going to reach a dome where the stairs are, there the giant will be. 2B. I'm going there. So starting to run with great force to get where he arrives. 2B. I have to be alert, maybe he'll attack me by surprise. DOD 42. Detected movement. Machines. Exterminate. 2B. Not for long. But many shots began to be heard, causing the robots to explode. A man comes out of a hole. 2B. Who are you? Taking out his katana. At that, the man takes off his mask, revealing that it was Izuku. 2B. Izuku impacted. Izuku? Yes, it's me, serious. Machine. Exterminate, but gets shot in the head. 2B. You've changed a lot, Commander White, if I improve you with a super soldier. Izuku. That's why now I'm here to help. 2B. Well, let's walk, it shouldn't be close, the great machine moved away due to those airwaves. Izuku. Yes, but I should have used 40% since I only used 20%, since 20 should have destroyed some parts. 2B. It seems that it will be difficult to finish off the great robot. Izuku. Well, loading his machine gun, let's move forward. So the two began to walk somewhat quickly where they arrived outside. 2B. Must be close. Izuku. We have to act quickly or he will attack faster than expected. Nines. Boys screaming in their plane. 2B. I hope Nines I have weapons in his plane. But Izuku feels a big pulse and looks at Nines. Izuku. Careful. But the big robot attacks Nines, causing him to fall from many meters. 2B. Oh no, running super fast where the two arrive. Nines, are you very worried? Nines. I've been through worse things, don't worry. DOD 42. His pulse was dropping to 78%. Izuku. We have to go quickly. 2B. We're trying to carry him, but Nines takes out a bucket. What are you doing? Nines. Go yourselves, I will sacrifice myself for you, go quickly. 2B. We are not going to think about how to get you out. Nines. Do not worry about me, go away, I do not matter. Izuku. No, friend, do not say that you are my best friend and you matter to me a lot, that is why we will get you out of here, friend, trying to load. 2B. No, there he comes, seeing the super robot. Izuku. Seeing his arms, 2B take care of Nines, activating the one for all to the maximum. 2B. What are you going to do, Izuku? Big machine. Exterminate walked and Izuku took a big jump and puts the one for all in his right arm. Izuku. Screaming loudly, throwing a big smash that destroys his right arm, but at the same time makes a huge hole in the chest of the mega robot. 2B. Well done, Izuku, now I go, taking a big jump. 2B. This is for Nines, stabbing his katana in the eye, making it release a lot of fire, and at the same time sparks, and 2B took a big leap back. Izuku. Let's go, 2B carrying Nines where they go to 2B's plane. 2B. Thanks POD 42 for sending him for it. POD 42. You're welcome. 2B. Me pilot, let's go, getting on the 2. Izuku. Ready, let's go. And that a huge explosion was made so that the whole place was destroyed, at the same time some machines died. 2B. Mission accomplished, we are going home, flying into space. Chapter 5, The Winter Soldier. Narrator. We see 2B sleeping but wakes up slowly. Nines. Good morning, how did you get off the scale? 2B. I've just finished examining you. Nines. Yes, unfortunately there's nothing wrong with you. 2B. And how are you? They put your new arm on you? Nines. Yes, everything went very well since they stitched me up and put my new arm on super fast, everything was fast. 2B. Your voice calms me. Nines. Really? 2B. Yes, it fills me with peace since it makes me feel that everything is fine now. Nines. I'm very glad. 2B. But how is Izuku? Nines. I don't know, since when we arrived they quickly took him to surgery, since his right arm was completely destroyed, they have been inside the operating room for an hour. 2B. I'm going to go see him standing up. 9s. Go find him and I'll wait for you here. 2B. He's fine leaving the room. 9s. Wow, he really worries about Izuku. With 2B. She was running somewhat quickly since she was worried about Izuku. 2B. I hope nothing bad happened to him, worried and running. But she passes by another hallway seeing Izuku walking calmly. Izuku. Hello, 2B smiling. 2B. I see you're okay. Izuku. Yes, since they rebuilt new robotic arms for me since they discovered that they were super weak, but they put new ones on me for me. 2B. You could have died, you should have gotten away from all the danger and let me and Nines take care of all this. Izuku. And let that robot hurt you never, I never abandoned my team and I didn't leave you behind, besides, you saved me and I want to give back everything you did through me, seriously surprised at 2B who didn't expect those words and puts his fist to his chest hitting it. 2B. Now you are a loyal, said with respect. Izuku. A curious loyal. 2B. If the soldiers never leave the mansion and destroy the enemy and always support their companions, we consider them loyal soldiers. Izuku. You do not have to be so respectful to me since I only held him because that makes a great hero, also because I love them very much and I care about them, smiling a little blushing. 2B. I also love Izuku and I care about you a lot, smiling blushing. Izuku, why are you red? Izuku. Maybe because it's hot, but well, what do you want to do? 2B. Let's train your quirk since you activated it again. Izuku. Of course. 2 weeks later. Commander White. Very well, they understood the plan. Izuku. Okay, go to Norway and look for the underground city. 2B. But what's special about that city? Commander White. There they spread very quickly with the virus and if we kill the leader the robots will die quickly. Izuku. Well, let's prepare. Commander White. Young Midoriya, use 100% of your power. Izuku. I promise, hitting his chest. Already on Earth we see the three piloting their planes until they go down to a forest. 9s. Well, according to him, Mom is here, the new location of the underground city. Izuku. It will be a somewhat extreme fight taking out a knife, so we will have no mercy with those things. 2B. Let's go quickly. 1 hour later. We see the three walking through a super deep cave. 2B. And who is the monkey Lisa? Izuku. It is a painting made by Leonardo da Vinci. 9s. And who is Leonardo da Vinci? Izuku. A super famous incentive from many years ago. 2B. Sky, I need to know much more about the Earth, they are already very up to date. Izuku. Silence, pointing into the darkness, did you hear that? 9s. Yes, I also hear him taking out his katana. 2B. But what can you hear? Izuku. It sounds like a song from a music box, confused walking, there we have to advance carefully, we just have to falling through a hole. 2B. Izuku falling into the hole. 9s. Boys going down too and they all fall into a city. Izuku. Are they all fine getting up? 9s. But what is this? Robot leader. Hello to all my subjects, welcome to a great show where we all have fun and are happy. Izuku. A confused show. 2B. Apparently in this city it is like one of those, as they are called Izuku, where there are people inside in costumes and people with painted faces. Izuku. They are called circuses, but it seems more like a circus. 9s. I wonder why they would make a circus downstairs. POD 42. Detected enemies. Machines. Exterminate. 2B. Oh, to annihilate, starting to finish off the machines where Izuku also helped with his machine gun. 9s. Damn, there are many. Izuku. We have to go to the leader, there we can kill them all, starting to run where they arrived in the Great Hall. Leader. Well, but we have new dancers here. Izuku. So you kill people to transform them into machines, annoying. Leader. What do you eat? Did you guess? When I finish with you will be great dancers, but first music, putting on a song. Izuku. Don't tell me Rasputin is your favorite. Leader. That's it now, dance dancer. Izuku. I'm not a dancer, I'm the Winter Soldier. POD 42. We will finish you off. So POD 42 and Izuku started shooting at everyone, the leader who took out his limbs and stretched them out trying to catch everyone, but Izuku was faster and ended up cutting off his limbs with his hands. Izuku. Well, as the main act, the leader burns pod. POD 42. Of course, Izuku. So the pod began to burn the leader in a very horrible way. Leader. A damn humans, machines attack. Machines. Exterminate walking. Izuku. 2B. 9s, you take care of the machines, I'll take care of the leader. 2B. Go with everything. Izuku cutting 5 robots. 9s. We will finish them all by cutting 5 more with his katana. And the Izuku activates at 50% where he began to hit the leader in a super horrific way, making him get too angry and began to try to hit Izuku, but Izuku was faster to the point that he was very unstoppable until the leader began to break. Leader. Damn, you ruined my show, annoying. Izuku. Yes, and the show is over, giving him a hard punch in the head, causing him to die like all the robots where they started to shake. Nines. Hey guys, this doesn't look good. 2B. Run, starting to run super fast to the point that everything was already exploding into 1,000 pieces. At that, everything explodes, causing our group to be thrown to the surface where everyone falls into a lake, but 2B hits her head hard and tries to swim, but is falling unconscious. 2B. Izuku, Nines falling unconscious. But Izuku at a great speed began to swim super fast to such an extent that he reached the deepest part of the wave and began to swim to the surface. Nines. Where are the boys, worried? At that, Izuku comes out of the water with 2B in his arms and puts her on the ground. Izuku. 2B shaking her, 2B honey wakes up worried, starting to pump her stomach and gave him mouth-to-mouth breathing, and so it continued for a couple of seconds where Izuku pumped his stomach at the same time, giving him mouth-to-mouth breathing. But 2B began to vomit a lot of water and Izuku makes it to the side where 2B began to vomit a lot of water until Izuku ended up. Oh, 2B hugging her, I'm so glad you're okay and that we're all okay, hugging her. Nines. Guys are okay. 2B. Yes, I'm coughing, you saved me, Izuku surprised. Izuku. You know very well that you matter to me, 2 Nines, that's why I saved you, also I love you very much, 2B, you saved me, now I want to save you, smiling surprising 2B. 2B. Okay, well, let's go to the base. So everyone left piloting their ships while the underground city was slowly and completely destroyed. Chapter 6, The Cursed Town. Narrator. We see Izuku in Commander White's office. Commander White. Do you know why I called you? Izuku. Did I do something wrong? Commander White. None of that, yes, I need you to go on a mission alone, since your quirk can destroy them quickly. Izuku. Tell me what mission, seriously, and Commander White opens a huge hologram. Commander White. There is a great enigma that we have to solve, since, according to some soldiers in the north of Spain, there is a rural town that, according to the soldiers, is inhabited by people with a machine virus. Izuku. That is, half machine people. Commander White. Exactly, so I want you to go to Spain so you can check if that town exists. Izuku. And if it exists, I can exterminate it, half seriously. Commander White. Sure, but if things get complicated and he tries to kill you, we will send many soldiers after you. Izuku. No need, I will stay alert. Commander White. I trust you, Izuku, we will send some police officers to take you to the northern area of Spain. Izuku. Okay. The next day. We see Izuku super thoughtful since he did not know what was going to happen, since it was his first mission alone, since 2B was insisting too much that he accompany him. Izuku. Sorry 2B, but I have to do it alone, I do not want you to get hurt because of me, grabbing his chest. Police 1. So tell me, Yankee turning around, why did you sell yourself to these dark places? Izuku. Tell us that I'm in a somewhat secret missile. Police 2. Seriously, in these places? Izuku. Yes, since I've heard many rumors that this place is somewhat haunted and that's why I came to investigate, he said in a somewhat mocking way. Police 1. Enchanted wouldn't be the word if not cursed, I'll tell you something. Izuku. What a thing. Police 1. Here between the two of us we are looking for some hikers who went to the mountain and we never found them, but we are looking everywhere to find them. Izuku. Hope they find them safe and sound, but this place is a bit scary, seeing the forest. Police 1. I hope so. 10 minutes later. Police 1. Stop here please, I want to empty the tank. Police 2. Okay, parking, and the other policeman gets out, you've drunk the whole barrel of the bar, right? Police 1. Don't be an asshole, guy laughing and gets deeper. Police 2. A cigarette, bringing one closer to him. Izuku. No thanks, I don't smoke. Police 2. Well, smoking. 1 hour later. Izuku. We've been waiting for like an hour and nothing. Police 2. How about you go take a look to see where it is? Izuku. He's fine, getting out of the car seeing that it was all cloudy. Police 2. I'll stay here so they don't charge us for the parking meter. Izuku. What a great help, seriously, very well, I'm going to go look for him. So Izuku began to run super fast to try to find the police, but everything was foggy and everything was dark. Izuku. Where has he gotten into, annoying him, going through some doors where he reaches a small path where there was more darkness where he sees a barbed wire and goes under the wire, arriving at a house. Izuku. Maybe in that house they can know where the policeman is walking to the house where he arrives at the door and knocks, but no one answers, so he enters with some stealth since he did not want to alarm anyone and walks through the entire house, seeing that it was completely made only of wood and arrives at a room where there was a fireplace. Izuku. But what's going on here? This gives me a bad feeling. But a man comes out of the darkness, alerting Izuku, but he sees that it was a normal man. Izuku. He regretted entering his house like that without permission, apologizing, but the man ignores him and walks to the fireplace, praying in Spanish at the same time. Izuku. He looked for a policeman who came here speaking in Spanish and approaches, but the man ignores him. Confused, Izuku looks on the ground and sees a blood-stained ID and picks it up, but is in shock since he saw that it was the policeman he was looking for. Villager. I'm going to kill you, raising his axe. Izuku. But what the buck taking out his knife and stops the axe with a knife and Izuku moves him away and kicks him that breaks his neck causing him to die. But what the buck happened confused and hears a loud scream, I don't like this at all, taking out his gun and goes to look for the other policeman, where he goes to a basement where he finds him. Izuku. But running, hey, are you okay, shaking him seeing that he was dead, I got there late. But he hears a radio. Izuku. Hello, tell me, where are you talking on the radio? Police 2. Help, their monsters, half machine half human, help shooting. Robots. Exterminate. Izuku. I have to go, gets up, was going to leave, but hears some noises, what is that? And that he sees the villager, but his neck was cut and he was moving from one side to another, something that Izuku takes advantage of and dodges it super fast, where he leaves the basement and runs upstairs where Izuku is hiding. Damn, but what's going on here, he said, half machines half humans. But the door would be knocked down by 3 villagers who enter with their bodies with robot parts. Izuku. With permission, speaking in Spanish, and leaves the house through the window and runs away where he reaches a bridge. Izuku. But what is happening in this town, walking through a forest where he reaches one with more light, how good, it's already dawned, well, I better hurry up to investigate. Villager. A stranger raising his fork. Izuku. Bad idea, shooting him in the head causing it to explode. Villager. Behind you, imbecile, throwing his axe at him, but Izuku dodges it and sends it flying and shoots him in the head, but the villager remains standing and shoots Izuku again causing him to die quickly. Izuku. Apparently the virus, it is already affecting people, I must investigate more. So he began to run down a path where he reaches a large door and opens it. Izuku. This must be the town walking, but hears noises, but what happens hiding? Police 2. Help, please, I ask you to let me go, please. Villagers. Now you will be one with you, throwing a lot of fire, burning the policeman. Police 2. Aya. Izuku. My god, running, hey, leave him alone. Villagers. Grab him, screaming. Izuku. Well, here we go, running. Villager. Don't let him escape. Izuku. Damn, breaking into a house, damn, I'm surrounded, but he sees a grenade and many villagers arrive, there goes a gift throwing the grenade. Villager. Be careful. But many villagers fly away and several human parts fly away. Villager. You're dead. Izuku. I have to escape. At that moment someone arrives, very angry, at the same time he turned on his chainsaw. Villager. I'm going to kill you. Izuku. That's a chainsaw firing where it leaves the house and goes to another where look at more villagers coming. But look at the villager with the chainsaw. Izuku. It will be a joke, annoying, and many villagers break the glass of the house, my lucky day, going up to the top floor, bingo, a shotgun grabbing it. Villager. We are going to break you into pieces, but receives a shot that splits it in 2, and Izuku leaves the house where he runs to the back at the same time shooting many villagers. Villager. I have you holding Izuku. Izuku. Let me go. But look at the chainsaw man walk, breaking some sticks, making Izuku get scared and grabs the other villager. Chainsaw man. I will kill you. But Izuku and the chainsaw man collide, their knife and chainsaw, causing more sparks to fly, and Izuku kicks him away where he runs away, and Izuku runs at the same time he kills some villagers. Izuku. It will be something fast, taking out more grenades. Villagers. Grab it. Izuku. It will be a pleasure to kill you all, I was going to throw a lot of grenades. At that moment a bell began to ring in the distance causing everyone to paralyze. Izuku. But how confused, keeping the grenade, and look how all the villagers followed the sound of the bell. Villager. The bell. Villager. There we go to pray. Villager. He calls us, walking to see everyone throw their weapons, confusing Izuku, and everyone goes into a church and locks themselves in. Izuku. Ah, where have they gone to, bingo. But he hears loud noises and sees several Yora soldiers and they land. To be. Izuku running, hugging him, are you okay? Izuku. Yes, but what was that, since a bell started to ring and they left? Nines. Maybe they were following their great leader, but it doesn't matter, we will finish this place quickly. Izuku. Then the virus also infects people seeing the corpse of a villager. 9s. This is strange, it is the first time I see a case like this, seeing the body, we are going to investigate to see why it was infected like this. Izuku. Okay. Already at night. Izuku was lying in his bed tired loading his weapons. Izuku. I wonder why they didn't take my shotgun away from me so they could defend themselves by putting it away, but someone knocks, I pass by lying down, and 2B comes in without her blindfold. 2B, you forgot your blindfold, don't worry, I have one here. 2B. No, it's not that, just something sad. Izuku. Tell me what's wrong and why do you have that face? 2B. Nothing, is that I. Izuku. You worried too much, right? 2B. Yes. Izuku. Look, 2B, if I had to go alone it's because I didn't want them to do anything to you since the virus affected them too much, so I didn't want you to get hurt, smiling, and 2B hugs him. 2B. I was afraid that you had died and that they would hurt you as much as they already did to you. Izuku. Calm down, I'm fine now, it's just that I don't feel anything when they hurt me because I'm much stronger thanks to you, because I love you so much, hugging her. 2B. I love you too, Izuku, hugging him, can I stay to sleep with you so that he feels that you are here? Izuku. It's okay. 2:30 in the morning. We see 2B sleeping in Izuku's bed and Izuku on his sofa calm, and 2B gets up and looks at the window seeing the moon and the stars. 2B. I won't let him suffer again, I won't let him get hurt anymore, looking at the stars, and goes to bed and sees Izuku and carries him, and they both go to bed at the same time, they covered each other. 2B. Good night, Izuku, hugging him, falling deeply asleep. Chapter 7, Izuku 2B vs Sasaki. Narrator. We see Izuku and 2B sleeping, hugging until Izuku slowly wakes up and looks at him hugging 2B, but instead of feeling blushed, he felt happy to be with 2B and began to caress her hair super softly, and 2B began to wake up slowly and looks at Izuku. Izuku. Good morning, dear. 2B. Good morning, Izuku, I regret putting you in bed as I saw that you were a little cold, so I wanted to put you here. Izuku. Don't worry, at least being with you makes me happy, smiling like 2B. 2B. Well, let's have some breakfast and then we train. Izuku. Okay. 2 weeks later. We see Izuku and 2B in a super dark forest where they were walking. 2B. Well, second, the tracker, the factory should be nearby. Izuku. How did you manage to put a tracker on such a small robot? 2B. Well, he was distracted and well, I stuck it to him. Izuku. Do you think that we find the robot factory thanks to that small robot? 2B. I think so, since there may be many factories in a forest like this. Izuku. I can't imagine someone here. 2B. According to many campers, they have disappeared around here. Izuku. Come on, the city manages the forests of the region, how could they go unnoticed without the authorities knowing? 2B. Yes, they know, but the United Kingdom government focuses more on finding the campers, not the factories, that's why there are police to help the campers, not the factories. Izuku. I see, but he hears a noise. 2B. Did you hear that too? Izuku. Yes, I heard it. 2B. That he will slowly take out his katana. Do you think it will be something big? Izuku. Silence, raising his machine gun, get behind me, 2B. 2B. Okay, getting behind Izuku, what could it be? Izuku. The sound has been decreasing, it sounds like an animal, but the noise can be heard, what could it be? Putting the vision, ends up seeing something. 2B. What is Izuku? Izuku. It looks like the silhouette of a girl, confused. 2B. What is a girl doing in these parts? Izuku. It seems that she got lost, come let's help her, but see that she was moving, she seems to be moving away, come let's run a little. Please help. 2B. She's in danger, run Izuku. Eri, come here right now, running. Eri. I don't want Chisaki, leave me alone, running. Chisaki. We do it for a good cause now, come here brat, running until I catch Eri, I already have you, demon girl. Eri. Leave me, trying to get away, where Chisaki grabs her and takes her to the factory where they arrived and sits her on a chair with many injections. Chisaki. Well, now don't move because I need a lot of blood. So Chisaki began to drain all of Eri's blood, which she only screamed in pain as she felt an inexplicable pain. But someone destroys Chisaki's computer. Chisaki. But looking everywhere. Izuku. Stay away from the little one by shooting Chisaki. Chisaki. So they want Eri, well, creating peaks in their hands, well they'll have to take it from me. So Chisaki lunged at Izuku, who began to hit Chisaki in a super horrible way, and 2B used her katana to make deep cuts to Chisaki, and Izuku punches her in the stomach, which caused a water pipe to fall and break, and Chisaki would throw many peaks at Izuku, but he dodges them, and Izuku kicks him, that sends him into a large jet of water. Chisaki. I'm fed up with you guys. Izuku. Me too, so let's get this over with. Chisaki. Today they will die and they will be my machines creating spikes. But Izuku takes out many rays that put him on the floor that was full of water where Chisaki was and began to electrocute himself in a horrible way which only remained stiff until he stopped electrocuting himself and falls to the ground dead, thus dying Chisaki. Izuku. I hope you do not become a machine by putting a bomb on the ground. Well, 2B, let's go. 2B. Okay, putting away his katana. So the two were going to leave, but they feel that someone was following them and Izuku realized who it was. Izuku. Hey, turning around, why are you following us? Eri. Because you saved me and I want to go with you because I trust you. Izuku. Seriously, and after you saw that, we don't scare you. Eri. No, honestly. 2B. Seriously, and after you saw all that. Eri. I don't care, I want to go with you. I don't see you as monsters, but as my heroes. Izuku and 2B were surprised by what Eri said and looked at each other and nodded, and 2B carries Eri. 2B. Okay, come with us walking, my name is 2B. Izuku. And I'm Izuku Midoriya. Eri. And I, Eri and Izuku because you have a robot eye. Izuku. I'll explain later, now we have to get out of here quickly. 2B. I feel like the shots brought more machines. Machines. Exterminate. Izuku. Run, the bomb may end the machines, let's go. So everyone ran out of the factory since they were very fast and the machines went to the factory and took Chisaki's body. 2B. Ready, we arrived, putting a helmet on Eri, don't take it off Eri. Eri. Okay. 2B. Izuku, let's go. Izuku. Wait, taking out the control. 2B. What are you going to do? Izuku. A big explosion, cover your ears by pressing the button, but nothing happens. 2B. What happened? Eri. Yes, what happened? Izuku. And the confused explosion. 2B. Maybe they gave it to you defective. Izuku. Let me see it by pressing the control, I hope Nines didn't give it to me defective. But a huge explosion is heard throughout the forest. Izuku. Let's go, getting on his ship and shooting off to the base. 1 hour later. 2B. Then that's what made you feel bad. Eri. Yes, that's how I did day and night. Izuku. Don't worry, we already finished with that idiot, but now you're safe with us, why nobody is going to hurt you while we're here smiling. Eri. Okay, yawning. Izuku. I see that you already want to sleep, how about if you stay in your room for today 2B and tomorrow in mine. 2B. Okay. So the two covered Eri so she could sleep comfortably. Izuku. Okay, now you're comfortable Eri. Eri. Yes, sleepy. 2B. Sleep well, smiling, and Eri falls asleep. Eri. Good night mom, dad. That surprised Izuku and 2B since Eri considered them her parents. 2B. Curious mom. Izuku. Thinks you're their mom and I'm their dad. 2B. What's that about mom? Izuku. Something beautiful, since you love your children and you love them and you take care of them a lot to the point that they also love you, caressing Eri's hair. Well, see you tomorrow 2B, giving her a kiss on the head. Good night. 2B. Rest Izuku, good night. So Izuku leaves and goes to his room where 2B was watching him. Eri and takes off the blindfold and leaves the room. 2B. He hears Izuku screaming a little and Izuku comes back. Izuku. Yes, what's wrong? 2B. Can you explain to me more about what mom means, and you are the dad, curious. Izuku. Okay, how about I stay the night with you today so you can know many things about motherhood and fatherhood. 2B. Okay, coming in, same Izuku. Izuku, can I ask you something? Izuku. Sure, tell me. 2B. Would you like to be Eri's dad? Izuku. But of course yes, because if you want me to be the father I would be happy, smiling. 2B. But Izuku, we are not ready to be parents. Izuku. Then we will learn together. 2B. Yes, together, hugging. Izuku. I love you. 2B. And me more, Izuku hugging. Chapter 8, Izuku 2B Nines vs Eve Wyadan. Narrator. We see Eri sleeping peacefully in 2B's bed and wakes up completely and sees Izuku and 2B sleeping in another bed, super calm, sleeping, hugging each other, and Izuku looks at Izuku's left arm that was out of the bed and Eri began to move it, surprising since they moved and were somewhat heavy. But Izuku's arm falls, making him scared. Eri. Aya. Izuku. What's happening, taking out a knife from his leg. 2B. Eri, what's wrong? Eri. The arm of Izuku stuttering with fear. Izuku. What's wrong, seeing his left arm on the ground. Ah, don't worry dear, they stick to me and come off, look, grabbing his arm and sticking it to him. Eri. Wow, Izuku. Izuku. Yes, very impressed, it's like a Lego. Eri. They really work, looking at his arms. Izuku. Yes, they work wonderfully thanks to your mother. Eri. Really? 2B. Yes, since your role was serious and I helped him. Izuku. Is it called dad or father to be? To be. So yes, it's true. Izuku. And you know Eri, if you love us as your parents, we are going to love you as our daughter since your mother and I talked and well, we wanted you to be our daughter, smiling, making Eri shed tears of happiness and hug the two. Eri. Thank you very much mom, dad. To be. You're welcome daughter, caressing her hair. 1 week later. What? Do you see something? Extra? Green light Lily. Lily. Okay guys, let's go quickly for supplies and food now since it's the green light. So they began to run to the other street where many people began to look for ammunition and food where everyone was full and were going to leave but. Machines. Exterminate. Lily. Convoy machines in sight starting to shoot like everyone else but many machines appeared. Extra. We are surrounded. Extra 2. Run. So everyone began to run super fast but many machines and they were going to reach where the shelter was. But a great explosion is present destroying many machines. Lily. But what happened? Confused. Extra. Look up. Lily. What the hell? And that 3 ships land where all the people are. Machine. Exterminate. A 2B stabs him in the head with her katana making him die and fall epically. Nines. Good job guys. Lily. Wow, they are the Yorha soldiers and he is the new one. 2B. That's right. Lily. What is your name? Izuku. I'm the Winter Soldier. Lily. Good name, welcome to the resistance, come follow me. Lily, you have a cut, let us help you heal it. Lily. Thanks, Devola and Popola. Popola Devola. You're welcome Lily. Lily. Well, let's go to the base. Odd 153. We follow them. Nines. Let's go. Izuku. I've never been to Russia. Nines. This isn't Russia, it's ruins. Izuku. Seriously, it's called that. To be. The Russian government declared this area as ruins. Izuku. How bad? Devola. More than good because that way no one will bother us. Popola. Besides we prefer here than the city since we are far from danger since the machines always attack in the city. Izuku. I see walking where they arrive at a large base. To be. Wow, it is super big, this is very big. Nines. Yes, it has many things here, seeing everything. Hello strangers, here you can buy me everything you want. Izuku. A peculiar place for the business stranger. Yes, and look how I am doing, my name is the peddler. Izuku. Strange name but a pleasure, and what do you sell? Peddler. Let's do business, opening his trench coat revealing guns and ammunition. Izuku. And that's all you sell? Peddler. Looks back pointing back and Izuku sees he was selling rifles. Izuku. Give me the rifle, how much is it? Peddler. It's 300 rubles please. Izuku. Take it, giving him a bill. Peddler. Stranger, I guarantee you that was the best purchase you made, have a good trip. Izuku. Thanks, going to where the boys were. Nines, and tell us where the desert is. Lily, they really want to go there so that. To be. To look for a monster that lives there in all the places of that desert. Lily. Honestly there it is somewhat dangerous since many runners went for supplies in the desert and in the end they ended up dead. Nines. But we want to kill it for that we came. Lily. Okay, I will take them. Izuku. And where did we find him? Lily. I have no idea since he appears and disappears, it's as if he lived under the sand. Izuku. Under the sand, thinking, I think I know where he could be. Lily. Perfect, but I won't go if not Jackass since she knows the desert well and has been hunting the monster for 4 weeks. Jackass. They spoke to me curiously. DOD 153. Hello, you are Jackass. Jackass. The same, and you are yours assistants. A pleasure, but come on, let's go to the desert. Izuku. I hope this rifle is not a trinket. Jackass. Don't worry, the peddler has the best weapons, they are of good quality, we always buy from him, but now move, get in his truck and everyone in the back. 10 minutes later. Nines. Do you think it can come out today? To be. Maybe since it's daytime and they mostly attack during the day, since the sun is like their energy while caressing their pod 42 that was asleep. Izuku. I just hope it's not a big threat seeing the landscape. To be. Hey Izuku. Izuku. What's wrong? To be. I want to confess something to you. Izuku. Yes, it's about being afraid of being Eri's mother, it's normal since all mothers go through the same thing, but in the end they love their children. To be. No, it wasn't that, but I was never afraid of being Eri's mother, but there's another confession I have to tell you. Izuku. Tell me. To be. I rescued you because we wanted more soldiers and to make our army bigger, half sad about the confession, and Izuku just looked at him and smiled. Izuku. I already knew. To be. Really? Izuku. Yes, because when I started training they always told me that I was new to the army, so they rescued me to make your bigger. I hope you stay calm, I'm not angry, on the contrary, I'm happy that you joined your. To be. Okay Izuku, and sorry for not telling you, I'm an idiot, I have no heart. Izuku. Of course you have a heart, the thing is that your heart doesn't beat, but when you're with me it beats a lot, smiling, surprising 2B with Izuku's words. Jackass. Oh shit, dodging a big metallic hand. 2B. What was that, seeing the desert? Izuku. It's him taking out his. NieR's rifle. Calm down, I'll take care of it, getting out of the truck we're here on the way. At that, the big metallic monster comes out of the sand. Supreme Machine. Exterminate. 2B. NieR's get out of there now. But Izuku began to shoot the big robot in the eyes, damaging one of its eyes, making it hide in the sand. NieR's. Escape move running while Jackass drove. Jackass. Finally I have you damn shooting at him, and Izuku took a big jump where he reaches where the robot was. Izuku. Well I will have to do it by activating 70% of the OFA, cover yourselves everyone. At that Izuku gives a mega punch to the robot that made everything shake and everything began to collapse. 2B. Izuku get out of there. Izuku. Are you? I was going to jump. But a huge hole was made making it fall into the void. Izuku and the robot. 2B. Let's go quickly NieR's. NieR's. There I go friend. So the two go down seeing how a kind of hive. 2B. Apparently we are where the machines live. NieR's. It seems like a kind of house for them. 2B. Izuku where are you? Izuku. Here I am holding onto a pillar and slowly lowering myself to the ground. The two of them arrive. 2B. Are you okay? Izuku. I'm fine calm seeing the place where we are. NieR's. Pod do you know where we are? Odd 153. We are at the base of the machines since most of the machines live here. Izuku. But Jonas looks like a cemetery, all this vineyard around it. Machine. Master. Izuku. That taking out his machine gun, wait they won't attack us. Machines. Master walking. Izuku. This seems like the town of Spain since the villagers follow the leader watching the machines. But they see above a kind of egg and something began to come out. 2B. What the heck is that thing? NieR's. I don't know, it looks like a person. Izuku. 1 second, raise your rifle, it's your leader. At that the person lunged at 2B, but Izuku shoots him in the eye. I am Adam shooting at everyone. Izuku. Come here son of a bitch. So Izuku and Adam began to hit each other in a very horrific way, making the two even. NieR's. We have to do something. 2B. When I say now we attack him. NieR's. Of course grabbing his katana, and Izuku and Adam were very even and Adam kicks him that sends him crashing against a wall. Adam. Now I will finish you off. 2B. Already. So 2B and NieR stab their katanas into Adam's chest, causing him to bleed. Adam. I is screaming heartbreakingly. Izuku. Die by shooting him in the head, causing him to die. NieR's. It was easy. But from Adam's rib comes out in a strange way. NieR's. What's going on? Izuku. He's taking out Eve since it's like in the Bible, raising his machine gun and Eve comes out completely and Adam carries Eve. Adam. Someday I'll get revenge. So Adam ran away just like everyone to the exit. Izuku. Damn, he escaped. 2B. Then let's look for him, he shouldn't be far away. NieR's. Let's go before everyone collapses. Chapter 9 Pretty Eyes. Narrator. We see Commander White in her office talking to Izuku and 2B. Commander White. And are you sure there are only two? Izuku. Yes Commander, since one Eva came out of his rib and now two were created. Commander White. I see, well we will try to find him at all costs before it's too late, but thanks for bringing me that formation so they can leave. 2B. Thanks. Already at night. Izuku and 2B were in his room quietly. 2B. Look at her, she is pretty when she sleeps watching Eri. Izuku. Yes, despite the fact that we are not her blood parents, she loves us like her parents, smiling. 2B. Hey Izuku. Izuku. Tell me. 2B. I wanted to ask you something. Izuku. Yes, my hair was always green, I didn't dye it. 2B. I already knew that, but I want to ask you something. Izuku. Tell me. 2B. Do you want to have a date with me, or as they call it in the confused land? Izuku. Yes, that's what it is said. 2B. And what do you say? Izuku. Of course darling, if that's what you want, tomorrow we go to where you want to know about the earth. 2B. I thought you wouldn't accept because of Uraraka. Izuku. What happened to Uraraka hurt me, but with you I forget it because now I have you, because thanks to you I forgot, smiling. Tomorrow we'll see what we do on earth. 2B. Of course. The next day. We see Izuku and 2B eating in a super nice field. Izuku. And that's how I met Kitsuki eating. 2B. Wow, I don't know how you can stand that grumpy guy for so long. Izuku. At first he was rebellious, but with the passage of time he calmed down completely. 2B. I would like to know more about the land Izuku. Izuku. Of course, since today is our day finishing eating, what is the first thing you want to do? 2B. I want to see the sea. 30 minutes later. Izuku. And there is the most beautiful beach in Japan and the quietest here. 2B. Can I put my feet? And Izuku. Yes, but take off your boots if you're going to go in without boots. 2B. Okay, taking off her boots and puts her feet in the water. It's hot, I like moving her feet, and Izuku gets in, it's super warm, right? Izuku. Yes, the truth is very relaxing to be on the beach. One day we will have a beach house where we will live, me, you and Yuri. Well, let's go to the movies. 2B. Okay. 20 minutes later. Izuku. Well, I'm going to go buy the tickets and popcorn. 2B. What is that? Izuku. I'll explain it to you, but wait for me here. So Izuku went to buy the tickets and popcorn where he gets to where 2B was, but look at some people looking at her. Extra 1. And what character are you? Extra 2. What anime is it from? Extra 4. What is your character's name? Extra 5. What do you cosplay? As 2B. Confused cosplay. Izuku. Come 2B, come on, the movie is going to start, holding her hand. 2B. And which one will we see? Curious. Izuku. That one pointing at the poster. Tremendous masterpiece 2010s and God. 2B. Who is Bob Marley? Izuku. I'll explain in the room. Now watching the movie. Izuku. He is Bob Marley, the best composer of all time. 2B. The one with the long hair. Izuku. Of course. 2B. How interesting. But look at a couple who were hugging, and 2B looks at that and hugs Izuku. Izuku. What are you doing? 2B. I wanted to do it. Izuku. Okay, it's fine, hugging her. Already outside the movie. Izuku. Honestly, I liked it much more than the pirated Nirvana movie. 2B. What is Nirvana? Izuku. Is a very famous band. 2B. And what is that, pointing to the Fair Games? Izuku. Do you want to play? 2B. Yes. Izuku. Well, let's go. So they went to a game where they put themselves in their place. 2B. And what do I have to do? Izuku. Shoot with your water gun at the clown's mouth. 2B. Okay. So starting to fill the clown, where 2B shot a lot of water until it reaches the chasm where 2B wins. What's happening? Izuku. Congratulations 2B, you won. 2B. I won, confused, and that I win. Izuku. Look, grabbing the big stuffed animal. 2B. For me. Izuku. Of course, because it's yours, darling. Seller. Long live the bride and groom. Everyone. Long live, shouting for Izuku and 2B. Izuku. Congratulations, darling. 2B. Thank you, seeing your big stuffed animal. 30 minutes later. Izuku. But what night, don't you believe it, dear, but look at 2B, is something wrong 2B? 2B. Izuku, these weeks that we have spent together, I don't know what I feel honestly, since my stomach hurts a lot when I'm with you, and when you're on missions, I only feel super sad and worried about you that I want to have you closer. Izuku. I see you are in love with me. 2B. In love. Izuku. Yes, because when we are together you always want to hug me, and you want to be with me all day, and that makes me very happy, and you know I'm in love with Izuku too. 2B. Seriously surprised. Izuku. Yes, because I fell in love with you because of your great beauty, for your beautiful face, for everything and more, because you always want to be with me, and when you asked me to be Eri's dad, I was very happy, so 2B, I want to ask you this. 2B. What a curious thing, and Izuku kneels. Izuku. 2B, would you like to be my girlfriend? 2B. What is that? Izuku. If you want me to be with you forever. 2B. Okay, I accept, smiling, and Izuku gets up, and the two slowly approach and look into each other's eyes, getting lost in each other's gaze. Izuku. 2B. You have pretty eyes. So the two approach and joined their lips in a warm kiss that showed all the love, and the two separate with a thread of saliva. 20 minutes later. Singer. Come on my people, let's all sing it. Izuku. Wow, come on, love, I love this song. Singer. And as it says. Izuku. And just look at me with those pretty eyes, with that I'm fine, today I was reborn singing. 2B. And just look at me with those pretty eyes, with that I'm fine, today I was reborn singing. A few minutes later. Izuku. Did you like our song? 2B. Yes, love, I really liked it. Izuku. Great, because now that will be our official song, hugging her. Already at the base. Izuku. Today was the best day of my life, it was the best date ever. To be. I'm so glad, love. Izuku. You know I never had a date like that with Uraraka. To be. Seriously, you never had a date with her? Izuku. No, the truth is that I always wanted one, but she made up a silly excuse. To be. Calm down, Izuku, I know she was the worst, but I will be the best like never before she was with you. Izuku. Thanks, love, giving her a kiss. Lemon skipped. Izuku. To be. I love you kissing. Chapter 10, The Horrible Truth. Izuku vs All for One and Shigaraki. A year later. We see all the heroes gathered in Endeavor's office since they were going to talk about something very important. Endeavor. Very well, according to the information that Hawks brought me, the hospital and the mansion may be in the forest and the hospital in a small town in the north. Mirko. What do we hope? Let's go for them. Mountain Lady. I wonder if that little green hair is still alive. Midnight. I hope so. Almight. Well, let's go, maybe they'll attack. So all the heroes run to the forest and to the hospital, where All Might's team quickly went to the mansion where they arrived. All Might. It's here. Akugu. What do we hope? Let's go for them, rushing at the door, opening it, but how shocked. Mirko. No, no one here, confused. At that, someone began to come out of the darkness. All Might. Who is it getting into a fighting pose? Shigaraki. Wow, it was a shame they killed Izuku, even though he never did anything wrong in his life. All Might. But what are you saying? Shigaraki. It's a shame you killed him, All Might, but don't worry, I'll send you with him, putting his hand on the floor. Endeavor, careful, Izuku. So the bullets with them with pieces of dead machines, nines. Indeed, Izuku. Very well, I'm going fast before it's too late. Meanwhile on Earth, all the heroes were super badly injured by the fight and they were all bleeding too much. All Might. Detroit smash, throwing a smash at him, but Afo returns it to the double, causing him to return to his skeletal form. Afo. This is ridiculous, All Might, you are supposed to be the #1 hero and look at you can't take it anymore, why don't you call your successor? All Might. Don't mention that bucking bastard, he's already dead. Annoyed, grabbing his wound that was bleeding. Afo? You really killed him? Surprised. Ha 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 ha, laughing super hard like the League of Villains, confusing the heroes. All Might. That's so funny, damn. Afo? That he was never the traitor of the UA, we all planned everything. That left everyone shocked since it was all a plan of the League of Villains. All Might. You are lying, annoying bastard. Afo? No, seriously, we planned everything. If you don't believe me, Toga, come. And that Toga takes a sample of Izuku, transform into Toga. Toga. Hello, I'm Izuku, their god. Having this appearance makes me go crazy, said in love. All Might. But what? Afo? That's right, we all planned it, all was our great plan. Since now that he is dead, our plan will continue standing, he said mockingly. That left everyone shocked since everyone fell into Afo's trap, and those who were more shocked were Izuku's companions, since now he was dead, and more Uraraka, who had betrayed him and deceived him at the same time, and the one who was completely devastated was All Might, who was crying because he was deceived again. All Might. Damn, All for One Deu throwing a big smash, but Afo would launch a strong sound wave that sends All Might far away. Afo? Wow, it was a great shame that you killed him, but calm down, I will send you with him, taking out his claws. Goodbye, symbol of stupidity, was about to kill All Might. But a huge bullet goes through Afo's chest, causing him to scream heartbreakingly. Afo? I, screaming loudly. Shigaraki. Who was turning around. Midnight. But what? In that they see a person walking next to a ship that was Izuku and 2P who avian arrived. Meanwhile in Yora. Nines. Izuku did it. Soldier. What is that? Surprised. Commander White. Is my agent Nines. The arm that he made to Izuku with Izuku. Worked. Izuku creates a huge weapon in his right arm that points at Afo and shoots him through his stomach, causing him to fall several meters. Afo I. Shigaraki, son of a bitch, lunging, and Izuku grabs him. Izuku. Do you remember my annoying? Shigaraki. Izuku surprised. Izuku. You forgot to look for my corpse. So Izuku began to hit Shigaraki super fast. Mr. Compress. There I go. But 2B sticks a knife in his arm. 2B. So they want to get to my husband, taking out his katana on my corpse, pouncing on everyone, while Izuku and Shigaraki continued fighting, and Shigaraki puts him between the rocks. Shigaraki. I can't believe you're alive, annoying bastard. Izuku. I'd never die. He kicked him so hard that his ribs broke. Izuku started hitting him so hard that Shigaraki would be badly hurt. Shigaraki. Now I'll kill you. But 2B grabs him by the neck. 2B. Come on, Izuku, do it. So Izuku started hitting him super hard to the point that he hurt him a lot, and Shigaraki sends 2B far away. Shigaraki. Enough, starting to hit him like Izuku that the two were even until Izuku puts him against the wall. Izuku. I'll kill you by starting to cut his chest to take out his heart. Shigaraki. Annoying wretch pushing Izuku and Shigaraki began to breathe fire and Izuku his shield. Izuku. You're not going to do it. And that Izuku and Shigaraki collide their fire and shield where Izuku's shield began to turn red hot and Izuku approaches and gives him a big punch with his shield, causing Shigaraki's face to burn. Shigaraki. I is screaming heartbreakingly. Izuku. Do you want more? But Kurogiri takes Shigaraki and 2B was tying the League of Villains to a large rope of light cable and Izuku approaches Afo. Afo? Izuku seriously is you vomiting blood? Izuku. Heroes, villains are like little kids pulling out blades, always fighting causing chaos in innocent society, and then I have to fix it, annoying. Afo. Why don't I regenerate? Izumi. Because those bullets have my daughter's blood, which is rewinding and you can't regenerate anymore, annoying. Afo. I should have killed you, annoying. Izuku. I'll help you if you tell me where he's hiding, where Shigaraki is upset. Afo. He never bothered me by spitting blood. Izuku. If that's your decision. At that Izuku sticks his blades in his chest, making Afo begin to scream heartbreakingly, and Izuku pulls out his heart, thus killing Afo in a horrific way. Izuku. Now I have to look for him for your idiocy keeping the heart in his arm, 2B let's go. 2B. Yes love. Almight. Young Midoriya. Those words made him upset and look at everyone with hatred. Almight. Young Midoriya it's really you smiling at the same time bringing tears of happiness. Uraraka. Deku-kun really you are alive happy. Izuku. I'll just tell them you're welcome and All Might don't look for me or cry when you see me alone like that, what you could never bother. At that moment, a ship approaches Izuku. Izuku. Take the body nines we needed to investigate it and discover Shigaraki's weakness. Nines. Understood Izuku taking out some ropes that tie Shigaraki's body and they take Afo's body and Izuku gets on the plane and they all go into space. Akugu. My brother is alive. All Might. We have to get young Midoriya back. Midnight. My star student is alive. Izawa. My great offspring is alive surprised. But Izuku. Izuku had arrived at the base. Izuku. Take the body so they can drain all the blood it still has and then throw it in the trash. Soldiers. Yes Izuku taking Afo's body. Commander White. You did it Izuku you were finally able to do justice. Izuku. Thank you for trusting me and giving me a new chance at life smiling. Nines. You finally arrive friend hugging Izuku. Izuku. Yes friend finally everything is over now we can be more calm, only Shigaraki is missing, and that's it. Nines. And what do you want to do to celebrate? Izuku. Well just eat pizza and that's it. Nines. What is pizza? Izuku. At night we go to Earth so you can get to know pizza. Nines. Okay Izuku. Chapter 11 A Family Day. Narrator. It would be 3 weeks later after the incident of Izuku vs Afo and Shigaraki, where in these weeks the entire UA were super sorry since they betrayed Izuku their best friend, something that Izuku's real friends were not affected on the contrary, they were happy that he is alive and in these weeks the entire UA was looking for Izuku everywhere so that he enters again to the UA and Uraraka left Iida to return with Izuku at the same time she looked day and night every day for Izuku something that had them all frustrated since they did not know where they are and in these weeks all of Japan was at peace since Izuku had finished with the symbol of evil that made all of Japan feel at peace since they felt that Shigaraki was dead and what do they do now? Narrator. We see everyone gathered in the teacher's room. All Might. Something has come out about the young Midoriya. Nezu. Why do you want to look for him drinking coffee? All Might. To apologize and fix things. Nezu. And now. Uraraka. And for him to come to the UA again. Nezu. I think he won't come since now he's a great hero they only want him so they don't feel worse. All Might. I know we made a big mistake but we want to fix it. Nezu. I know and I already made my decision to let him be a hero and give him this by taking out a big shiny medal for being a great hero not like the others. Uraraka. Director at least he knows where he could be. Nezu. Sincerely no and that's good so they don't bother him seriously drinking coffee. Jiru. Besides why do you want him to play with him like a toy? Momo. Izuku not a toy that you can leave behind and play with him again. Sai. Besides I think he has a new girlfriend since the one with the nice dress looked very close to Izuku. Midnight. How nice that Izuku has a girlfriend again. Nezu. Whatever it is we are not going to go looking for Izuku those of us who trusted him from the beginning so I'm not going to interfere super seriously. Izawa. But a doubt that I have had is that where did he go after the fight? Curious. Midnight. I hope Izuku is okay and that the woman who was with him loves him too much. They said, half worried, but what Midnight said made Uraraka feel worse because Izuku had a new girlfriend. Meanwhile, in California. We see a house on the beach that was a super quiet mansion, and inside was 2B sleeping peacefully naked because of the great night she had with Izuku. 2B. Now Izuku stops biting her ear, talking in her sleep with a smile. But the alarm clock rings, causing 2B to wake up little by little, and she gets up, turns off the alarm, and puts on her panties, her yellow panties, her bra, and her blue shirt, and goes to the kitchen where she pours herself a coffee. At the same time, she leaves the balcony where she looks at the forest. 2B. It's good that we're far from the city, at least it's quiet. I'm still here drinking coffee. I wonder what Izuku is doing. I'll go see him going down the stairs where he reaches the sea and see Izuku hitting some big rocks. Izuku. Let's go harder, hitting the rocks very hard that breaks them into 1,000 pieces. Ready. The good thing is that I have mastered the one for all very well, seeing his arms that shone bright green. 2B. Good morning, love, hugging him from behind. Izuku. Good morning, love, turning around and giving him a kiss. How strange that you wake up very early. 2B. It's that since it is our first outing as a family, the three of us together, so I wanted to get up early. Izuku. It was good that I found this house by the sea so we can go out swimming sometimes. 2B. Yes, it is very beautiful, everything, how good it is that we live on Earth now. Izuku. For you I would give everything, love. 2B. Me too, love, giving him a kiss. 10 minutes later. Izuku. Well, first mix all the ingredients and that's it, the hotcakes will be ready. 2B. You have a stain on your face, taking a little batter. Izuku. You also staining their face. 2B. You have more staining your face like Izuku, while the two laughed. Izuku. Already silly, hahaha, we will finish the mix, you're laughing, wiping. 2B. Look, Izuku, pointing at the TV. Izuku. That report again that killed all for one. 2B. It's been on TV too many times. Izuku. Now the whole UA will be looking for me like crazy non-stop. 2B. I don't understand how they can't stop showing that news. Izuku. Since AFO is the greatest symbol of evil, so it's surprising that it ends with him changing the channel. Forget about it, just focus on our things. 2B. You're right, putting the dough in the pan. Do you think they're looking for you? Izuku. Yes, I know, but wouldn't they be as desperate as going here to California? 2B. True, it would be silly of them to do that. Izuku. But hey, how about we go to the movies to see a movie that I've been waiting for? 2B. Sure. Already in the afternoon. We see the whole family in their car that Izuku bought for everyone. Izuku. Well, we already arrived at the plaza, getting out of the car. 2B. Well, it's the first time we go out, so let's spend it in big carrying area. Izuku. Let's go in at once. 1 hour later. 2B. Thanks, love, for buying us clothes, hugging him. Izuku. You're welcome, love, that and more you deserve, but come on, let's take a picture on the slope first, you. Eri. Okay, dad, going to the fountain. Izuku. Well, smile. 2B. So, love, smiling, making a pose with his fingers. Izuku. There, how beautiful, my wife, blushing. 2B. Have you already taken them, love? Izuku. That's right, taking many photos. Ready, you looked beautiful sitting down. Come take a selfie, smile, girls, smiling and take many selfies. You came out well, girls, but well, let's go to the movies quickly or we will be late. 10 minutes later. 2B. And well, love, which one are we going to see? Izuku. Is pointing at the poster. Super cool, the truth was very good, honestly. Eri. Who is Furiosa, dad? Izuku. The protagonist that we are going to see, so let's buy candy and popcorn for everyone happy. 10 minutes later. 2B. And that's what the entire Mad Max trilogy is about, confused. Izuku. Yes, but it's super epic, so I think you like it. 2B. Okay, I hope so. Thus starting the movie where they tell the childhood of Furiosa until the Immortalose appears. 2B. Wow, his mask is amazing. Izuku. And more his suit, since in the 2015 movie it looked very imposing. 2B. I see. So they pass the movie until furious she tears off her arm. 2B. Izuku. This does not offend me, since furious in the end she gets the most powerful arm of Mad Max, so it does not offend me eating popcorn. 2B. Ah, okay, love. That was the whole movie until it ended. Izuku. Yes, it was the truth was very entertaining. 2B. The truth is I did like it, the truth, furious looks like you, love. Izuku. Something like that, the truth, well, let's go, we are the only ones here thinking that there was a post-credit scene. Already at the house. Izuku. Was it a great day or don't you believe it, love? 2B. Yes, it was the best day. Izuku. Seeing it well. 2B. What happens is my robe that is somewhat tight. Izuku. Why do you always cover your left eye? To be. Is that to be like since when I lost your left eye because I wanted to have it covered like that? Izuku. No love thinking about it, you don't have to do that for me, you are beautiful that I don't want you to lose your beauty for me, I really like to see your beautiful eyes that make me fall in love every time. To be. Is that Izuku hugging him, finding you like this after they almost killed you because maybe so you don't feel well I covered mine eye. Izuku. But I already got over it love and thanks to you I am much better because if it weren't for you I would already be dead, I will always be grateful to you smiling. To be. You really think that? Izuku. Of course love giving him a kiss that 2B reciprocates while Izuku caressed her hair, but 2B takes off her robe, leaving her completely naked. 3 in the morning. We see 2B completely naked while Izuku hugged her tightly and gets up, puts on his robe and stares at the sky and the stars. 2B. I hope a new life comes into our lives soon, holding its belly happily. Chapter 12 Izuku vs the heroes. Narrator. We see Sniper, Toga, Dabi and MR compress in a van. Mr. Compress. Hey, do you think that with the capsule that the doctor gave us it works? Sniper. It will work since when the boss fought with Almight he cured half of his face and his body that machine will work. Dabi. But it was only a shot because it does not regenerate. Sniper. It has the blood of that girl that Chisaki experimented on, that is why it cannot regenerate well, but with the machine it will work. Toga. Hey, and do you know anything about Deku-kun? Dabi. It is said that he works in an organization far from Japan, that is why it is impossible to try to find him. Mr. Compress. Well, the good thing is that he is not here to bother us. Sniper. You bring the serum for the machine. Mr. Compress. If it is very well taken care of, do not worry, nobody, not even Izuku, can take it away from me. But a hand grabs him very tightly and sends him away. Sniper. But what? Toga. Break scared. Sniper. Oh shit, breaking suddenly. The sniper breaks and sends the person flying, but the person stops dead in his tracks with his metallic hand, standing in front of everyone. Everyone. Izuku shocked seeing Izuku. Sniper. I'm going to run him over. But a hook began to drag them, making them start to move, and Izuku gets on top of the truck. Nines. Okay bro, the toxins are more important than the machine, so first the toxins and then the machine. Izuku. I understand friend, piercing the roof of the truck with his hand. Toga. Sorry, Deku-kun began to take out his knife. Sniper. That's right, Toga, entertain him, so he loses balance. I will try to get away by driving harder, making 9 seconds plane wobble a little. Nines. I have an idea Izuku, so that everything is destroyed. Izuku. Okay, but quickly. Toga. Come on Sniper, accelerate. And that Nines rises where the truck turns around so that everything is destroyed. Dabi. Everyone is fine. Toga. Deku-kun, where is? Sniper. Oh shit, the capsule, even if we can inject the toxins. Toga. Let's go quickly before Izuku sees us getting out of the truck. Let's see Izuku with a grenade launcher. Izuku. Never again, shooting, causing a huge explosion that made the 3 fly. Nines. Ready, the machine was destroyed. 2B. But there are still the villains taking out their katana. Izuku. You take care of the others, Sniper is mine, we start running. Toga. Running lightning, Sniper, he comes like this to you since you have the serums. Sniper. Distract him so he can show you, I will run running super fast. Izuku. Where the hell is he? Upset, I already found you, lizard, shooting at him. Snipe. I is screaming a little, Toga, do something. At that, Toga throws a knife at Izuku's glasses, making him upset. Izuku. Nines friend, I appreciate everything you gave me, my glasses and my mask. Nines. You're welcome friend, but Sniper escapes by throwing a knife. Izuku. Sniper is mine. So Izuku jumps off the bridge and falls on top of a car where he started shooting at Sniper, who started running with more force. Sniper. Seriously, he doesn't get tired running, but he gets shot in the arm, oh shit, with pain while bleeding. Izuku. I have you. 2B. We will be up here covering you Izuku, we will take care of Dabi taking out his katana. Izuku. Good luck love, friend, running. Sniper. They're shit running in pain and Izuku shoots with his weapon that had a rocket launcher, making many cars explode. Izuku. Enough of the chase, Sniper shooting. Sniper. There, shit, hiding while Izuku was shooting. Izuku. Give up because you're bleeding out and you could die, so give up walking. I already found you. I was going to shoot him. But someone gets on top of him. Midnight. Sorry, Izuku taking out his whip, tying his hands, but Izuku sends her away. Izuku. Seriously, Midnight sensei. Midnight. I know this doesn't make sense since they asked to capture you and not Sniper. Izuku. Not there, shooting at him. Sniper. AI is screaming loud. Midnight. But not like that, Izuku trying to put Izuku to sleep. But Izuku started to run just like Sniper, who was still standing. Bakugo. Where are you going, nerd? Izuku. Not there, seriously. Bakugo. Let's see how strong you are, pouncing. But Izuku hits him with his right bomb that passes through. Bakugo. But scaring him and would be sent flying without hurting. Hiroshima. Yes, he became very strong. Todoroki. I don't know why All Might wants him back if he can already surpass him. Midnight. That's what I always wonder about every day. But they see that Izuku dodges several of Hawk's feathers. Izuku. I hope at least he died walking. But he grabs Kirishima. Kirishima. How you stopped me. Izuku. I was very well trained sending him away. Bakugo. Let's see how strong he became running. Izuku. Seriously bro, something annoying stopping Bakugo's leg. Bakugo. How the hell did you stop me? Izuku. I'm a soldier dodging an explosion, well if you wanted, giving him a punch that sends him crashing into a car. Bakugo. Wow, your blow is really hard, brother, lunged. Thus Bakugo and Izuku starting to fight very quickly, that Izuku dodged Bakugo so as not to hurt him too hard and dodged with great caution, which made Bakugo angry. Bakugo. Stop dodging me. But Izuku kicks him far away and Bakugo gets up, but Izuku punches him and stops him and grabs him. Izuku. Believe me, when we finish with a League of Villains, I will teach you to be like me and we will be equal, sending him far away. Bakugo. Dodge this, nerd, giving him an explosion that sends his mask far away. Wow, surprised nerd. Izuku. If it's because of my eye, I'm used to being surprised by my eye. Bakugo. No, it's not that, it's just that you look more serious. Hiroshima. Bro's running, but what about Izuku? Izuku. Yes, what's happening? Hiroshima. Wow, you look more manly. Izuku. Thanks, but now I have to chase Sniper running. But Sniper throws many knives that hit Izuku's arm but doesn't stop him and gives him a big punch that leaves him unconscious. Todoroki. Izuku. Izuku. Sorry guys, but I have to go activating the one for all. But Midnight puts him to sleep very quickly. Midnight. Ready, it is only there to take him to the UA and 20 minutes later. All Might. Good that you brought him, guys, now I am going to apologize to him. Nezu. If he says he will not return, I will be fine, I do not care if he returns or not, it is his decision of a great hero. All Might. Does not want him in the UA. Nezu. Why, if he is a great hero, seriously? All Might. But I want to remedy things. Nezu. Maybe there is to let him be happy doing what he does, they have already caught several of the League, so there is to leave him alone. All Might. But director. Then that Izuku comes out where he looks at everyone. Izuku. Pretend that I was not here, seriously, and All Might hugs him. All Might. Oh young Midoriya, I am truly sorry for everything I did to you, I am truly sorry, crying hugging you. Izuku. Well separating, I have to go, seriously. All Might. Do not wait young Midoriya, but look how his arm comes loose. Izuku. Damn it, All Might, leave me alone, annoyed, putting on his arm. Hiroshima. You have metal arms. Izuku. Yeah, well, I have to walk pretty fast. Uraraka. Deku-kun. But Izuku comes out where 2B and Nines were waiting for him there. 2B. I'm glad you're okay, love, hugging him. Izuku. They caught them. Nines. Yes, and apparently the one with the scars can't stand his own quirk since he burned his hands horribly. Izuku. Okay, but they have it. 2B. Of course, taking out the serums, do you think it works? Izuku. Yes, we will use it as a lethal weapon for Shigaraki, very well, now let's go. All Might. Young Midoriya, wait please. Izuku. I warned you, giving him a strong punch that sends him far away, ready with that is enough. Nezu. Excuse me young Midoriya. Izuku. Oh director, crouching down, I thank you very much for having believed in me. Nezu. I always knew the truth young man, but take this, giving him the medal, it is your great gift for being a great student and a great hero. Izuku. Wow, it is very shiny, it would not have bothered director, but well, I have to go since they need me. All Might. Seriously Izuku, who is controlling you, why do they force you to do this? Izuku. More respect to my animal commander, that she and my girlfriend saved my life from everything you did to me, until thanks to them I have new arms and I am a hero in my own way. Furious, showing his eye. All Might. I know I made a big mistake, but we want to remedy it. Izuku. I already know how, leaving me alone and never seeing me furious again. Uraraka. Deku-kun, please, we want you back. Izuku. No Deku-kun. 2B. He is the Winter Soldier, his new name. Nezu. But young Midoriya, I want to propose something to him. Izuku. What thing? Nezu. We want to know where he is working as a hero in order to give a large part to that agency. Izuku. Seeing Nines 2B. 10 minutes later. Nezu. In unpaid space talking to a hologram of Commander White. Commandant White. Yes, since we wanted to have our base away from humans and so that no one invades us. Nezu. Okay, then tomorrow he wants us to meet. Commandant White. With the material I asked for. Nezu. If it's okay. Izuku. Well, we'll see each other tomorrow, see you. At night. Uraraka was in her room super furious since Izuku had a girlfriend. Uraraka. Bucking mother, why the buck does he have a girlfriend? Furious, breaking many things, but that stupid is going to meet me tomorrow. In a moment I will steal Deku-kun and he will be mine again. Furious. But he hears knocks on the window that catches his attention and goes outside, seeing that there was no one. Uraraka. Maybe it's Mineta coming in with her balls again, but she feels a blade that makes a thread of blood come out of her neck, but she is shocked seeing 2B to the side. 2B. I know very well who you are, Chaka Uraraka. If you get too close to my boyfriend or my daughter, it could be your last day. Understood, grabbing her katana tightly. Uraraka. SSSSS, yes I understand, stuttering, feeling the edge. 2B. That's what I wanted to hear, running away, getting lost among the trees. Uraraka. Wow, so that's the attitude of Deku-kun's girlfriend, wiping the blood from her neck, but I'll take it away, this is war, closing the balcony door tightly. Meanwhile elsewhere. Doctor. Well, Shigaraki, since everyone failed I'll give you the serum. Shigaraki. Quickly, this shit won't come out super sore. Doctor. You'll be a little all for one, but it will be effective. Shigaraki. I hope so now, doctor. Doctor. I hope you don't die activating the capsule. Shigaraki. I, screaming heartbreakingly. Doctor. Yes, my creation will be very perfect, seeing Shigaraki writhing in pain. Chapter 13, The Heroes Visit Yorha. Narrator. Sold. The entire class gathered in a forest. Momo. Well, I think this is where we should meet. Almight. I hope it's not an organization of villains. Izawa. How can you say that if in the end they caught Dabi, Toga, Mr. Compress and Sniper? Almight. Yes, but we don't know their intentions, what they have with young Midoriya. Midnight. Look, All Might, the important thing is that Izuku is already a great hero who saves everyone and is even stronger than he seems. Ida. At least I have the one for all. Bakugo. You will never be like my brother. Ida. You talk because you sent me. Nezu. Already calm down, young people. And that a small ship passes over them and the hatch below opens. Izuku. What do you expect me to accommodate them all? Seriously? And they all get on the ship where the door closes and Izuku flies into space. I feel like this will be a damn bad idea. 2B. Don't worry, Izuku, if they do something that the commander doesn't like, she will kick them out to space. Izuku. Better to Earth, I don't want to get Yorha into serious trouble. 2B. I just hope they aren't a serious headache. 40 minutes later. We see everyone getting off the ship and seeing many soldiers, but what caught their attention is that they all had their eyes blindfolded. Nines. Hello everyone, happy welcome to your Commander White. Izuku. Okay, I'll tell you just one rule, and that is not to touch anything serious. Nines. Well, let the walk begin. Izuku. You take them, I'll go do something. 2B. I'll go with you, love. Momo. I told them I would be your girlfriend. Mina. There, but what a nice dress you have. Uraraka. I'll finish you off soon, damn, whispering something that 2B heard. 2B Pod, I want you to take care of everyone and keep a very good eye on Ichako Uraraka, don't let her get close to Izuku or try anything serious. Odd 42 Yes, 2B flying discreetly. 1 hour later. Nines, and this is the organ lab. When a soldier loses a leg, for example, a much better one is put on him made of a very strong material. All Might, but how did they put it on young Midoriya? Nines, that question is something tragic that I don't want to answer, it brings back bad memories, seriously, so that everyone can imagine what Izuku went through. Bakugo, but a question, how did you help Izuku? Nines, in everything and more, in his eye, so that he has good vision, and his arms we adapted them to One for All, so that they don't break easily. All Might, how do you know about One for All? Nines, Izuku told us everything to adapt his arms very well by putting a code, because you think he is much stronger entering a large room, and this is where the commander commands and tells us what missions. All Might. What kind of missions does he send Izuku on? Commander White. Alas, he saves the world and exterminates the machines. It would be entering. Nines. Commander White. Commander White. Good afternoon everyone, I am Commander White, the one who has complete control of Yoro. Nezu. Wow, she is much taller than I thought. Commander White. So you are Director Nezu, with whom I spoke with great pleasure, even though I didn't think I would have a class here. Ida. To hell with this, what kind of quirk did they give that idiot? Izawa. Ida, shut up. Ida. No, sensei. I want to know what that traitor is up to, since this is nothing more than an organization to kill people and professional heroes. Why the hell don't they tell us anything, and more so, why the hell does Izuku have technology that we didn't give that power to someone who is not worth it? But Commander White gives him a big punch that knocks him out. Commander White. I will not tolerate disrespect towards my soldiers and more towards Izuku, who has done many missions and sometimes gave his life for others, everyone would be surprised. But Izuku and 2B. 2B. Ready love, it's done. Izuku. Wow, it looked great moving his arm, the good thing is that the cuts were small. 2B. I'm glad you're safe and sound. Izuku. And especially you, because if Toga had hurt you maybe I would never forgive myself, since I don't want to lose your great beauty by giving you a kiss. 2B. Much less me hugging him. Izuku. When we finish this thing if you want we can go for a walk, giving him a kiss, and 2B looks at the space, at least 10 minutes have passed until it ends. 2B. A question, where is Eri? Izuku. Is with 9 since he told me that when Commander White arrived he would go train with Eri. 2B. What are you doing? Izuku. 9's is training Eri so that she can defend herself, sometimes we both train her. 2B. And how long does the training last? Izuku. Like an hour since the training is something fast. 2B. And Eri after she is? Izuku. We'll go eat with 9's since she is going to eat. Why so many questions, love? But he sees that 2B lowers the zipper of her dress remaining in a hexy outfit and takes off her heels and approaches Izuku. 2B. I want to have another child. Izuku. But after the visit. 2B. But I wanted now sad. Izuku. Okay, but just a quick one and now. 2B. Okay. 1 hour later. Commander White. And that is why we dedicate ourselves so much to this, and Izuku is the most trained and qualified for these missions. Nezu. That's fascinating. Almight. Why send him to that? 9's. He's a super soldier, most couldn't stand the serum much less me, but Izuku did. Izuku. They were talking to me walking. Commander White. Oh, by the way, giving Izuku a super hit on his arm. Izuku. Why did he do that? Miss White confused. Commander White. Got me the vibranium directly. Nezu. Yes, they are in a box. Commander White. Well, I hope it's enough. 9's. Izuku shocked. Izuku. What's wrong? But look at his arms, blood was coming out. 2B. Love worried. Izuku. There should not again, annoying while bleeding. 9's. Bro, are you okay? Izuku. Not annoying again. 9's. Wait, looking at the pod, it can't be, the serum ran out. Izuku. Falling to the ground. Uraraka. Deku-kun. 2B. Don't touch it, bothers. Todoroki. Calm down. Izuku, freezing his arm will stop the bleeding. Bakugo. Let's take him to the doctor. Commander White. Quickly take off that arm and put on a new one, serious, and 2B runs with great force with Izuku in her arms where she arrives at the infirmary. Mina. What's wrong with you, worried? 9's. Sometimes the titanium can't hold the one for all and explodes inside, causing you to lose blood, looking for a serum. 2B. Don't worry, here he is taking out a serum, don't worry love, you will be fine, injecting him where the bleeding. Well love, calm down, just rest, you just have to rest and you will be fine, the poison did not happen super fast, don't worry, kissing his forehead. Nezu. He will be fine, young Midoriya. White Commander. Nezu, come with me, it would be, and everyone follows the White Commander. Almight. But he will be fine. White Commander. Yes, he just needs to rest, but seriously turning around because they almost killed him that day. Kaminari. That like we almost killed him. And that the White Commander put some images where you can see Izuku before and after. Commander White. 2B found him, helped him, but I'll never forget that day. He had lost 20% of his blood and was fighting not to die. Midnight. What? Sai. Oh my god, tears coming out. Commander White. That's how Izuku was, with his arm super damaged and his eye too, and that photo shows him after we put titanium arms on him so he could fight, but when we discovered One for All, we put improvements, many improvements that turned him into a great soldier. Bakugo. And how he became so strong. Commander White. We put the super soldier serum on him so he could live longer, since after those surgeries he was half weak, that's why we put the serum on him. It would be. Bakugo. All because of you, you bucking asshole, furious, giving All Might an explosion. Hiroshima. Okay, bro, calm down. Todoroki. Okay, calm down, it's not worth it. Commander White. For now, we have to make new arms for Izuku, walking, the exit is in the gates, my soldiers will guide them to them. Everyone. How confused, and Commander White approaches All Might. Commander White. I keep wondering if he's a great student, classmate, friend, etc. Why did they do that to him? Uraraka. We got carried away by the videos, seriously, we're super sorry, crying. Commander White. Not even crying will save you from the guilt of cheating on him and almost killing him walking, leaving Uraraka shocked by what he said. Almight. We're really sorry, really, shedding tears. Commander White. Izuku is a great hero, not you and Almight. Almight. That. Commander White. He is a great soldier and hero. Leaving Super would be leaving everyone silent for what he said. Several hours later. Izuku. Wow Nines, these arms are great, moving them. Nines. Yes, the bleeding will stop, I just hope if they hold the one for all. Commander White. How are you, Izuku? Izuku. Much better, Commander, ready for a new mission. To be. Sure, love that you want to do a mission. Izuku. Of course, yes, happy love. Commander White. I'm impressed by your heroism, Izuku, every day, but it's okay, the next mission will be in Spain again, but with the difference that they will finish off the entire forest cult. Izuku. And what is that cult called? Commander White. The Illuminated. Chapter 14, The Illuminated. Narrator. We see Izuku, 2B and Nines landing in a forest. Nines. Well, according to my coordinates, this is the castle of a certain Ramon Salazar. Izuku. Wow, yes, it is big, it will be like a labyrinth. 2B. There, we have to act quickly or that king may send one of his rewards. Nines. Okay, we will go through the tunnel since the entrances are easier. Izuku. Okay. 20 minutes later. Izuku. Okay, we were in the underground laboratories, we have to look for the informant. 2B. He must be hidden in a part of the castle, he is super smart at hiding. Izuku. Maybe it's the exit by entering a room. Nines. Okay, according to our informant, maybe we are close to where our meeting point is. Izuku. Too bad we couldn't take the pods. Nines. It's that they needed a lot of improvements for this mission, so for the next one, we will bring it with us. Izuku. It sounds good walking, but what were they doing here? Nines. Experimentation with a machine virus, I don't even want to know what they did and why there is blood everywhere. Izuku. Do they think there is something more than machines? Nines. I don't think so, because the virus only controls machines, but this king or leader achieved the impossible to control the virus. Izuku. But if we finish off their leader, the virus will die. 2B. Silence, taking out his katana. Izuku. What's wrong, 2B? 2B. Hear that, concentrating on some sounds. Izuku. Heard something, grabbing his machine gun. Nines. Do you think there's something here, taking out his katana? Izuku. Let's move forward without getting distracted, walking a little fast where everyone was still hearing the steps. 2B. Careful, pushing Izuku, and a big tail comes out trying to grab everyone. Izuku. But Salazar sent his henchmen running. Nines. Let's try not to get caught entering a room. Izuku. Look, activate the elevator by activating some motors, and the elevator began to rise. Nines. Good, now let's look for the elevator. And that a monster appears in front of them. Executioner. Exterminate. Izuku. Careful shooting him, his skin is super tough, dodging an attack from the executioner. Nines. Let's run. So everyone runs away while the executioner was following them super fast. Nines. I have an idea, pulling a lever with gas, making it hurt him. Executioner. I screaming loudly. Izuku. Yes, weakness is nitrogen gas hitting him. 2B. We have to look for more gas to kill him. Izuku. Almost, but look how the executioner gets tough, let's look for more of those gases by shooting him where 2B activates a gas that made him weak. Izuku. Let's end this by activating the one for all at 30%, that gives him a punch that breaks everything, why didn't it occur to me to do that before, with a drop of sweat. 2B. Guys, the elevator quickly. So everyone goes up to the elevator where we eat to go up to everyone where they arrived at a part of the castle, and a big ram comes out. Izuku. Who is that? Ram. Glory wings plagues, screaming furiously while many transformed into machines. And that many half-machine henchmen come out, landing in the elevator. Henchmen. Exterminate. Izuku. Exterminate me, he is hitting him. Nines. Let's not let them get on the elevator since it stops at killing one. Ram. Glory wings plagues, screaming. Henchmen. Exterminate. 2B. It's the ram, we have to kill him so he doesn't transform the others. Izuku. I'm taking out his rifle, Damatron's very fast. Nines. Wait, taking out a knife, he dies suddenly, throwing his knife at him that hits him in the leg. Izuku. Well done, Nines, shooting him in the head, ready, he's already dead. Henchman. AI is screaming and dying. Izuku. Without their leader they are nothing. 2B. Ready, we already arrived, running where everyone reaches a great altar where there was not even more and no less than Ramon Salazar. Ramon. How stupid York soldiers are to try to end a virus that makes us strong. Izuku. You talk too angrily, shooting him. Nines. That's it, friend. Ramon. You are a kick and uncivilized but get shot in the head, damn cockroach falling into a cliff. Izuku. Finally we finished it. Ramon. Haha. Nines. Oh no. Ramon. Allow me to introduce my new appearance. To be. Be careful pushing the two since a lot of help came towards them. Izuku. Damn now it's very ugly shooting him. Ramon. How rude now let's act in our play. To be. Don't put us in your imaginary play. Ramon. Then we'll have to improvise. Izuku. Well in this part you die shooting him. Ramon. I not like that young Midoriya. Nines. It's weird that Izuku knows your name. Izuku. Yes it's weird but let's kill him so he doesn't bother you. So they began to fight with Salazar with all their strength and weapons to the point that they were doing a lot of damage to Ramon while he pulled the grab but Izuku throws a great smash that sends him crashing, making him fall. To be. It's my turn stabbing him with his katana making him bleed too much. Ramon. I screaming heartbreakingly, please help me Lord Saddler falling to the ground dying. Izuku. Okay I think the king has fallen. Nines. Confused makeup grabbing a makeup. Izuku. Is that in ancient times kings and princes used makeup to hide their deformities or imperfections since they maintained relationships between cousins and relatives? Nines. Do you think because it is the dwarf? Izuku. Do you think he did it with a relative? Nines. Do you think that or because of his family? Izuku. I don't know disturbed by the idea that came to them. To be. Long live the king. 30 minutes later. Nines. Well according to our informant must be here in the mines. Izuku. Let's see entering a room. To be. Wow the virus. Nines. Yes the virus. Izuku. How did it get here? Nines. Indeed if they experimented with the virus. Izuku. Why do they want to see it the virus? To be. Who's there taking out his katana and the two of them get alert. My subjects, I'm glad you've arrived. Izuku. Who are you, seriously? I am the master of the virus that will lead the world to a better evolution to one that is very strong and powerful. Nines. Who are you really taking out his katana and the man takes off his hood. My name is Osmond Saddler, a pleasure my children. Izuku. So you were the one who infected that whole town. Osmond. That's right, so that they would be powerful, and thanks to me I gave them a great life. To be. Well, let the virus save you by throwing a katana that pierces his chest. Izuku. Good love, shooting him in the eye. Osmond. Oh my children, I think I'll have to teach them lessons by raising their hand. To be nines. I screaming loudly. Izuku. What the hell but it paralyzes. Osmond. Half machines and half humans amazing it's a great evolution smiling and 2B and nines go like this Osmond, finish it my daughter. Izuku. No love trying to move. And that 2B grabs Izuku's gun and shoots two henchmen who were there and aims at Izuku which she was only trying not to be controlled and fought with her control. Izuku. Love trying to move but sees that 2B shoots and nothing happens and throws her to the ground. Osmond. Better go that the virus kills him seriously and everyone leaves and Izuku finally moves and grabs his gun. Izuku. I'm glad it jammed removing the bullet, okay I'm going love, friend running super fast where it reaches an elevator, okay I have to stop it at all costs before it gets too late. But he began to feel bad to the point that his head hurt horribly and veins appeared on his face and he reaches the top where he finds a person. It's good to see you again friend. Izuku Luis is in pain and Luis shows something. Luis. I'll give you a discount smiling showing a medicine. 5 minutes later. Luis. Better now. Izuku. Yes thanks for the injection now calmer. Luis. The good thing is that you are human and the blood flows in you super fast, normally it takes effect in half machines he said calmly while playing with his lighter. Izuku. I'm better now but the problem is that he took 2B and 9s. Luis. I see closing his lighter, I think I know where he could have seen them taken. Izuku. Really? Luis. The bad thing is that it is somewhat far, but with our effort we will go fast. Izuku. Well let's go 2B and 9s maybe they are suffering. Luis. In that case the objective is clear grabbing and head, come on Sancho Panza let's rest with Princess Dulcinea. Izuku. You're going to hurt yourself. Luis. Hey it was my spear. 30 minutes later. Luis. Well according to the map maybe they are here. Izuku. Oh no you can see them seeing them that were lying down. Luis. I'll cover you Romeo. So Izuku began to run with the OFA at 40% where he reaches the abyss. Izuku. Love. But many Navistadors surround Izuku and in front of him appears Osmond. Osmond. I thought you were already dead. Izuku. I am more human than you serious and was going to hit him but Osmond hits him a blow that sends him far away. Osmond. Allow me to correct you young man. Luis. Here I go shooting at Osmond. To be. That waking up from the trance, love. Izuku. Now ready he began to shoot him spending his bullets. Nines. Take this burying his katana in Osmond's back and 2B buries it in his head and approaches Izuku. 2B. Love hugging him, I hurt you. Izuku. No love and calm down, I know it wasn't you don't worry hugging her. Luis. Guys I don't like this seeing how Osmond transformed. Osmond. Damn you despise the virus that has given me all the power to me and my subjects furious. Izuku. Better finish it quickly. So they all pounced on Osmond which all began to attack him and Izuku used a lot of one for all to the maximum while 2B stabbed him in the eyes and Luis and Nines shot him doing a lot of damage and Izuku fought very hard so much so that he did a lot of damage to Osmond while he tried to defend himself until. Osmond. I'm already tired of you transforming much worse. Luis. Careful kids running the same way all samples all saw how Osmond transformed into a large mass of meat with a big eye. Izuku. Oh, shit. Luis. We have to destroy the eye quickly. Izuku. I already know how by charging one for all to the maximum. Nines. Do you think it works? Izuku. Yes I don't care if I lose my arm, but it will work. Osmond. I will kill them by launching my tentacles. Izuku. Asha launching a large ball of air that destroys his eye. Luis. It's now or never uncle. Izuku. Let's run and create a sword with his arm. Osmond. Wait no. Izuku. Long live the king. In that, Izuku stabs Osmond in the eye with the sword, causing him to scream in pain. He began to bleed a lot and explode into 1,000 pieces, causing Izuku to fly, but he hits himself so hard that he faints. Chapter 15 A Family Day. Narrator. We see Izuku waking up little by little. To be. Finally you wake up love hugging him. Izuku. What happened to L? To be. We won love Osmond has died and also died his clan is finally dead. Izuku. At least we ended the virus in Spain and Luis. To be. Luis is here at the base, but he will also become a soldier because he helped us a lot. Izuku. How good I just hope nothing happens to us going to bed. Now at night. Uraraka. But how is it possible that he has Deku-kun there? Bakugo. Because he is a great hero already leave him. Iida. That wretch how dare she make me faint. Todoroki. Honestly you deserved it animal since how do you dare to be vulgar in a secret place. Iida. That wretch one day she will pay me I swear I'm going to. Izuku. You're going to be serious. Iida. Deku. Izuku. Be careful what you say about my commander Iida, she may show the 100 of the one for all serious. Hiroshima. What happened bro? Izuku. What happens is that I came to know something and Bakugo has the answer. Bakugo. What's wrong Izuku? Izuku. I wanted to know something. Bakugo. What thing? Izuku. Where they buried my mother seriously leaving everyone in shock since how did Izuku know that his mother was dead? Bakugo. How do you know that my aunt has already passed away? Izuku. Where they buried her raising his voice a little and serious. Mina. What are you talking about Izuku your mother is alive. Bakugo. Seriously she is alive Izuku. Izuku. One thing I hate in this life are lies tell me the truth where did they find out annoyed? Bakugo. Well she is in the forest cemetery. Izuku. Perfect tomorrow I will visit her. Bakugo. But Izuku. Izuku. Don't worry I will go with 2B and Eri after all with my wife and daughter leaving seriously. Hiroshima. And how he learned that his mother had already passed away. Bakugo. I don't know, but tomorrow I will be with him in his difficult time. The next day. We see Izuku driving calmly. Izuku. Well how about we take a walk again and if you want we watch a movie. 2B. But first let's see your mom right. Izuku. Yes that way you will meet Eri too, although I would have liked her to be alive, so that they could meet her. 2B. Don't worry love we will be with you everywhere. Izuku. Thank you love. So everyone arrived at the cemetery where everyone gets off and Izuku had many flowers. Izuku. Well let's look for where Bakugo is. Izuku. Ah I already saw him seeing that he was with Mitsuki and he approaches, hello Bakugo, Aunt Mitsuki. Mitsuki. Son hugging him, forgive us for not telling you the truth. Izuku. Don't worry mom I know you were very scared it's normal to be scared smiling, by the way I want to introduce you to 2B Nai my girlfriend and she is Eri my daughter. Mitsuki. It's a pleasure to meet you dear and Angel Inko would be very happy for the great man you became. Izuku. I hope so smiling. 1 hour later. Izuku. Well family let's go let your grandmother rest standing up. 2B. See you soon mother-in-law bowing. Eri. Goodbye grandma smiling bringing a smile to everyone. Izuku. Don't worry mom, I will come visit you very often, and don't worry touching the tombstone, I will avenge you, I already have them in my sight, only the day and time is missing to finish them, I will finish them soon mom, super serious, leaving Bakugo and Mitsuki silent since as Izuku knew that his mother was murdered. 1 hour later. Bakugo. Seriously, and you know you want, they were whispering since they were in an elevator. Izuku. Yes. Bakugo. Why don't we finish them off once and for all? Izuku. I want to, but I need them to reveal it that day, and then we'll finish them off. For now just keep a low profile, we don't want them to suspect when we get up there, let's go quickly, we'll be late. 10 minutes later. Mitsuki. Ready, I already bought the tickets. Eri. And which one are we going to see mom, dad? Izuku. That one pointed at the poster. Tremendous masterpiece 2010s and God. To be. Who is the orange one? Izuku. Better let's go see it so we can find out. So everyone enters, seeing many fans in costume, and the movie began where it went normally until anxiety arrived. Izuku. I thought it was a mental disorder, not an emotion. Mitsuki. Maybe because they think anxiety is like an emotion. This is how the movie goes where they get to the secrets. To be. He looks like you, Izuku. Izuku. I don't have it purple, and also what character transforms into a Kurban ball? Yes, but I thought he was a warrior. This is how the movie goes until the end. Izuku. Poor thing, crying. To be. I thought she was the villain, but she's super adorable for the villain. This is how the movie ends where everyone applauded. Izuku. I assure you she'll win the Oscar. Bakugo. I bet not. Izuku. A ticket that she wins. Bakugo. Okay, I accept the bet. Already at night. Izuku. It was a great night, love. To be. Don't even say it, love. Eri fell super asleep. Izuku. Well, we already arrived at our house, it's weird to have 2 houses. To be. But she's pretty, getting off and carrying Eri. Izuku. I'm going to do something, I won't take long. To be. Do you want me to accompany you? Izuku. No love, it will just be fast, don't worry. To be. Okay, but come back early. Izuku. I promise. So Izuku is driving a bit quickly and 2B notices it's strange. 2B. I better follow him. 10 minutes later. Izuku was driving on a desolate road. While driving, he remembered how he found out how his mother passed away, making him upset and accelerate faster and squeeze the steering wheel harder. Izuku. Damn it, why the hell did they do that to my mother? He was furious, hitting the steering wheel. I couldn't save her because I'm so weak. He was furious, driving faster to the point where he couldn't see in front of him, hitting the steering wheel and throwing his cap to the side. At that moment, Izuku looks ahead and sees a horse that brakes suddenly to the point of losing control, and the car ends up on a part of the highway. Izuku. Shit, getting out of the car, I'm sorry little friend, I was just getting really angry, sorry, now calmer. Then 2B arrives in her little plane. 2B. Love, running, what happened? Izuku. Nothing love, just walking. 2B. Please tell me what's wrong, I really want to help you, please tell me, worried, and Izuku hugs her. Izuku. I couldn't save her, she can't do anything for her, I know I don't deserve her forgiveness or from God, but at least I know that she's calmer now, shedding tears, while 2B hugged him and caressed his long hair. 2B. Izuku, look at me, holding his hands, I know very well that you are super upset with everything that happened, but seriously, we will help you in everything and more, we who are your family, I love you and Eri too, and we will support you in everything, always smiling. Izuku. Thank you, love, giving him a kiss, now I feel much better, wiping away the tears, good, let's go back home. 2B. This time I drive. But they see the horse approaching them and gives a kiss to Izuku. Izuku. Are you thinking the same thing as me? 2B. Do you think it fits in the house in California? Izuku. If we make a small house for him and he lives there. 2B. Izuku. Your name will be Bad Bunny. The next day. Izuku. I can't believe that Eri is happy with Bad Bunny. 2B. Yes, and he doesn't want to get off him, seeing Eri who was on the horse. Izuku. The important thing is to see his happiness as well as yours, love, I love you. 2B. Me too, love, giving him a kiss. Chapter 16. Izuku, 2B vs Eve and Adam out of control. Narrator. We see Izuku, 2B and Nines running through a forest. Izuku. According to Jackass, he is in that beach building. Nines. Because not even the twins accompanied us. Izuku. Because they are part of the shelter, if they die everyone dies and chaos would break out in the base, that is why 2B did not accompany us. 2B. Well, this will be the day they will die. Izuku. At least they will be happy in heaven, they both. Nines. We arrived, entering where they began to search, and Izuku stands at the door listening that there was someone. Izuku. I am sorry my lord, but your children will try to be gods, but you are the only god, so loading your weapon, I will send them to your queen. Entering. How strange if I heard a voice. He would not finish speaking since Adam throws him to the ground and punches Izuku that made the ground crack, and Izuku elbows him at the same time he got up. Izuku. Well, at your execution. Adam. No, if I do it first. So the two starting to fight, but it was complicated for Izuku since Adam was very fast, he moved everywhere and hit him everywhere, but Izuku was very strong that some blows left him bruises, and Izuku grabs Adam and slams him against the wall that breaks it, and Adam grabs Izuku who kicks him, but Izuku takes out his whip that hits him, dislocating his jaw, something he takes advantage of, and punches him with his left arm that breaks the ground, falling both, and the two starting to fight another that. Izuku already had a little advantage since he already knew where and how he would attack from seeing him so much, some movements that Arya stuck to him, and Adam gives him a blow that sends him far away and grabs him by the neck. Adam. This ends now. But a katana pierces him. Eva. Love super shocked. Izuku. But seeing 2B that pierced him. 2B. Let go of my Izuku now upset. Eva. Love super shocked. Adam. I'm sorry love, I failed by spitting blood. Eva. He doesn't wait love, but Nines grabs her. 2B. Say your last annoying words. Adam. Never forget how much I loved you, love, coughing blood, and grabs 2B. Don't get distracted in a fight by throwing her at the door. 2B. I falling at the door. Adam. Finally I finished her. But he would be pierced and looked that his heart was out and that Izuku grabbed him. Izuku. No one touches my wife, crushing his heart that made him disappear quickly. Eva. No, screaming loud. Izuku. Love running, love, are you okay? 2B. Yes honey, I just got a little dirty. Eva. This ends now, hitting the ground making it collapse everything, and Izuku grabs 2B where it came out while everything was collapsing, grabbing a huge cloud of smoke. Izuku. Nines running and removing debris where he finds it. Friend, are you okay, taking it out? Nines. I've been in worse situations. Izuku. Sorry for not getting you out in time. Nines. Don't worry, plus Eva grabbed me so I couldn't escape. Izuku. Don't worry, we'll finish them off. Eva. You guys coming out of the rubble. 2B. But taking out your katana. Izuku. New transformation. Nines. According to what they say, that one is very dangerous. Eva. Do you really think I can die? Ha 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 ha, when I'm done with you guys I'll make the world a better place. Izuku. That's what All For One said and he died. Eva. Shut up now, robots come here, screaming like that a lot sticks to her. Robots. Exterminate, walking towards Eva where they join together grabbing a circular armor. 2B. Apparently the robots are controlled by her and she looks like the mother, and that's a little weird. Izuku. Monster, I'm no longer surprised that we fight again with another, activating the One for All. Nines. Yes, they love their queen as well as Osmond's saddle. Robots. Exterminate, running like that where everyone dodges them, and Izuku would throw several smoker that were somewhat powerful, but that didn't hurt him. Nines. He has to see a weak point. Izuku. Let me think, running where he scans it and sees a small entrance. Robots. Exterminate. Izuku. They're in the ribs, throwing smoker that tried to break it. 2B. Let's try to destroy the robots, but don't let them stick to it again. Izumi. And with a smoker it's enough. But the floor began to rise. Izuku. And now that annoying running. Robots. Exterminate by throwing energy balls where everyone dodged them. Nines. Is using the metal to their advantage. Izuku. There, we have to reach it by throwing smoker at them. 2B. Let's use the metal against it by throwing an iron that goes through it. Izuku. Well done 2B, but I hope this works by throwing a big smoker. Added Nines. Oh yes, it opened. Eva. I will kill them all, furious, throwing energy balls. Izuku. I have a plan, taking out her whips where she grabs it and returns it with more force that caused the armor to be destroyed. Nines. Here I go, throwing herself where. Izuku gets in. Number 9's running where she began to destroy the armor. Eva. All of you have me fed up, throwing rays that hurt everyone. Nines. Nobody hurts my friend, stabbing her, making her spit blood. Eva. Get out of here, brat, giving him a punch that sends him far away. Izuku. Wretch, getting into the suit where she raises it where the two begin to fight and everything calms down. 2B. Nines running and grabs him by the head. Nines. I think he broke some ribs, spitting out some blood. Where is my friend? I want to see him. 2B. I'm going to go help him, he won't be able to alone, I'm going to call reinforcements, don't worry, taking out a hologram. Nines. No time there, go for Izuku, smiling. 2B. But Nines. Nines. Go, Izuku needs you, please run, I'll be fine now, go for Izuku. 2B. You've been the best companion I've had hugging him. 9s. And you a great friend ouch 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 going to bed. To be. I'm going for it. 9s. Tell Izuku that I'm happy to be his friend happy and 2B runs away. But Izuku. Izuku. Smasher punching him so hard that he spits blood. Eva. Or if now that we're both together illuminating his body. Izuku. Is it seriously a trap annoying? Eva. Will we both die? Izuku. Rather you. Eva. Why but look what takes out some propellants from his feet. Izuku. I don't know how to fly, but at least I'll be alive taking out a whip that transforms into a sword. To be. There I go love taking out her small propellants. But a huge explosion occurred in the sky, so 2B is in shock and her heart began to break into 1,000 pieces and she was seeing like blurry from the great shock she was having and flies to where the explosion was. Izuku. I love. Izuku. We did it love. 2B. Yes, we did it love, we finally did it, happy and was going to kiss him, but a lightning bolt that hits Izuku's eye made him stiffen. Izuku. Ooh, flying. 2B. Hahaha come love I'll teach you how to use them happy. Izuku. Then let's go. So 2 began to fly in a super even way. 2B. How fun don't you think? Izuku. Yes it is very fun flying somewhat quickly. So they go through the whole city in a somewhat fast way since they were racing having a lot of fun but Izuku ran out of energy and 2B grabbed him. Izuku. Because my thrusters almost didn't work. 2B. Don't worry now let's go home. At night. Izuku. Fine love I'll stay in the infirmary Eva broke 5 ribs so I'll take care of him tonight. 2B. He's fine but he's grabbing his mouth. Izuku. Something's wrong. But that 2B goes to the bathroom where she started vomiting a lot until she finished. 2B. What happened to me? Izuku. It must have been dizziness or tiredness since the fight was very tiring, but don't worry just rest and is new tomorrow. 2B. Okay love tomorrow I'll see you giving him a kiss, good night love. Izuku. Good night love. Chapter 17 2B vs Uraraka. 3 weeks later. Commander White. Well after the death of Adam and Eve, this area of Russia was finally free of the virus, and Spain is also free of the virus on the other hand, Guatemala had a large number of robots, and Mexico is free of the virus. Izuku. And the other countries. Commander White. Which are Argentina, Colombia, Venezuela, Uruguay, the United States and Canada, only have 25% of the virus since after their deaths, the robots died too, but what matters most is that we have had many robot casualties in history, thanks to you guys. Izuku. At least we now have a much better world smiling, by chance she knows something about what 2B has since being half robots, I thought she would have a problem, since she has not stopped vomiting day and night. Commander White. Maybe it must be a medical problem something serious, so take her to a doctor, since here we have only androids. Izuku. Okay I will take her now. 2 hours later. 2B. And what is this place confused love? Izuku. You see how lately you have been vomiting a lot and it is not because you are half robot, because I wanted to take you here to cure your other half of human, basically you are sick love and they are going to cure you. 2B. But how? Izuku. What the doctor tells us we will do. 9s. Because they are all white. Izuku. I don't even know most hospitals are white. Nurse. Midoriya family can you come in? Izuku. Come on let's carry Eri where do they enter? Doctor. Good morning what is the problem? Izuku. Well my girlfriend has been vomiting a lot for 3 weeks at first we thought it was because of something she ate but she keeps vomiting day and night. 2B. And the truth is I don't know what to do since she won't stop vomiting. Doctor. Have you taken an antibiotic? Izuku. No she didn't take any of that. Doctor. Very well I will run some tests to see what she has taking out an injection. Eri. Not there hugging Izuku. Izuku. No daughter it is not for you it is for mom calm down. Doctor. Very well, I will take blood from your arm, so roll up your sweater. 2B. Okay, pulling up her sweater and giving her the injection, where a bottle is placed, the blood is put in and the injection is removed. Doctor. Very well, I will send them to the laboratory to find out what your girlfriend has. Izuku. Thank you very much. 10 minutes later. Doctor. Well, I already have the results of what your girlfriend has. Izuku. And what does she have? Doctor. I will get straight to the point, young lady, you are pregnant. That left Izuku silent since 2B was pregnant, leaving 2B and 9s confused since he did not know what that was. Izuku. And that is why he had been vomiting. Doctor. Yes since the fetus is already developing and is growing slowly at the same time that happens in the first days of pregnancy, that is why you are vomiting day and night. 2B. And what is that of me being pregnant confused? Izuku. No doctor, I know, I explain, please do not tell him, half excited by the great news. Doctor. I see, well then congratulations to both of you for the news. 1 hour later. To be. Let me see if I understood, you say that I have a life in my stomach that is growing slowly and will come out in 9 months. Izuku. Yes, basically you have a life in your belly, love, I mean you have brother Eri in your belly. Eri. I am going to have brothers, dad. Izuku. Very soon, love, just there to wait 9 months. Nines. Well, since I am going to meet your son Izuku, I want to get ready, taking off the blindfold. Izuku. Wow, seeing him. Nines. Yes, they are blue with a 2B. Izuku. You don't look like a male version of 2B since they are almost the same. Nines. Yes, we are almost the same, getting into a small egg. Izuku. What are you doing? Nines. Why don't you come with me so we can enjoy this day, smiling. Izuku. You know that if we enjoy that great moment. But 2B takes off the blindfold and breaks it. Eri. Mom, why did you break it? 2B. I want to see your brothers with my own eyes, not with my blindfold. I also want you to see the lake with my real eyes. Izuku. Seriously? Nines. It's the first time you break your blindfold. 2B. Yes, because I was very bored of using it and I want my children to know me well and more through my eyes. Bard. Hey you all. Izuku. Let's not go taking out your whips. Now at night. Izuku. But what a day, even now we will have to be very careful on the mission since it can do a lot of damage to the baby if we are not careful. But he hears a loud bang, seeing 2B on the ground. Izuku. Love crouching down. 2B. I'm scared, Izuku, I'm scared of losing my son or something happening to him in life or not being able to be a good mother for him and he ends up hating me. I'm scared of that, I know how to be the worst mother for our son, crying. Izuku. Hey honey, look at me, grabbing 2B's face. Being a father is a great challenge, but if we know how to guide and how to lead our son on a great path, we will make him great in life. Just don't leave him alone in everything and don't be afraid because our children will love you very much because you are a great mother. Why do you think Eri never hates you? 2B. Eri loves me, happy. Izuku. That's right, they will never hate you or detest you ever, love, wiping 2B's tears. 2B. Thanks for giving me those answers, wiping away her tears. Izuku. Believe me, they will love you very much, smiling, touching her face. 2 weeks later. We see Izuku and 2B in a forest. Izuku. Well, we already investigated super well and no trace of a living robot. 2B. Apparently the virus is slowly dying, we almost did not find any more living robots. Izuku. Good that everything ended well, but he remains silent. 2B. Something happens, Izuku. Izuku. Love falling to the ground. 2B. Izuku. But someone stands in front of her. Uraraka. You touch it and I will kill you. 2B. Uraraka, what the hell, why is it annoying? So you want Izuku, then come and take it from me. But something touched her throat, seeing that it was a sharp iron. Uraraka. Try it and I'll kill you, seriously, and 2B puts away her katana. 2B. What do you want while feeling the edge of the iron? Uraraka. It's not obvious to Deku-kun to be only mine and no one else's. Also, I want Eri to be my daughter. 2B. If you want my family, grabbing the iron where he kicks her that throws her off the cliff, come and take it away from me. Uraraka. Fine, with you dead nothing will get in the way of my love, taking out a knife. 2B. It will be a quick death, she assured it. So the two pounced on each other where the two clashed their weapons and 2B was very careful with her stomach since she wanted to take care of and protect the baby and Uraraka tried to stab her but 2B gave sword blows and sent her far away and Uraraka threw some things but 2B dodged it easily and 2B gave her a very strong kick that sends her somewhat far away. 2B. Just because Izuku loves me you already want to kill me. Uraraka. Shut up, you took it from me by throwing some rocks that 2B dodged and stabs her in the knee, making Uraraka scream in pain and 2B lunged at her, but Uraraka uses several stones to cover herself. 2B. You kill me and what would happen next? Izuku would hate you and try to kill you for what you did because he could never forgive you for that. But a rock hits her head causing her to fall to the ground and Uraraka picks her up and kneels. Uraraka. We would have been good friends if you had given me Izuku, but no, you made everything worse, so today you will die. 2B. Can I say a few last words? Uraraka. Well, I will grant you that wish, just say them quickly. 2B. That I am pregnant and that our son will be called Benito. Uraraka. What a stupid name. But 2B in a super fast movement cuts her throat, leaving a huge cut on her throat, causing her to bleed to death. 2B. It's a shame how you ended up a Chaco, but understand with my family no one interferes, raising their katana, last words. Uraraka. I will always love Izuku, spitting blood. But 2B buries her katana in his chest more in the heart, making him die quickly, thus dying Ichako Uraraka, and takes out the katana where she looks at Uraraka's body already lifeless. 2B. Izuku carrying him, "Don't worry love, just rest, I'll take care of you," smiling and leaving the forest. Chapter 18 Izuku vs Iida. Narrator. We see Izuku and 2B and Nines walking down a large hallway where he arrives and sees Endeavor. Endeavor. They finally arrived. Izuku. Tell me why you called us so urgently. Endeavor. The villains sent a message since they want a lot from you, since someone leaked what you do and the exact location of yours base. Izuku. Yes, I knew since I received many reports that they know exactly where yours base is, but they no longer know exactly since we moved. Endeavor. That's not the worst thing, is that they put small cameras that showed the weapons and everything that you had. Izuku. I knew it since yesterday, we quickly broke the cameras and what goes with that. Endeavor. That's the issue, they want you because when they found out about the robot virus and that Chisaki had a small robot factory, since they say that you know the virus, the robots. Izuku. So that informant went to try to investigate what was in our base, so no other way. Endeavor. What are you going to do? Izuku. Call some heroes, this might be dangerous, let's go for those two traitors. Endeavor. How do you know there are two? Izuku. I infiltrated Destro's mansion there, I saw them in passing, I destroyed the capsule that Shigaraki was using to mutate more horribly, so we have a great advantage since he has very few quirks. Endeavor. Yes, you think of everyone boy, I congratulate you, so let's go, I'll call the top. 10 minutes later. 2B. Nezu, I need you to take all the students to their dorms because the league informant may run away. Nezu. Okay, I'll send them quickly. 2B. Tell Namuri to put Eri in her room because the informants may hurt her. Nezu. Okay, and where are you? 2B. We are on the street in a car, we'll be there soon. Nezu. Okay, I'll wait here hanging while Nines was driving the car and Izuku was preparing his weapon for everything. But a loud noise is heard. Izuku. And that was. Then some Nomas appear, the first one goes towards Izuku. But Endeavor burns, causing the two to fly towards Izuku. Izuku. Nines, I need you to make them faster to attack them. Nines. Okay, but they are very fast. Izuku. I have a great plan that will not fail. Nomu 1. Don't let him escape. Nomu 2. Come on, don't let him run away. 2B. Here comes. Izuku. Break Nines. So Nines break suddenly while the Nomu fell in front of everyone. Izuku. I have you shooting at him with his new weapons that caused some damage to the Nomas that were bleeding. Nines. I want to do something. 2B. Okay, I drive holding the wheel and Nines gets out of the car and takes out some metal whips that tie the Nomu. Nines. I have you hahaha skating while the Nomu was carrying him. 2B. Shoot them more love. Izuku. Here I go, throwing a rocket launcher that hits the Nomu and Nines passes the rope through his throat where he throws it, causing his head to be cut off, causing him to die. Nomu 1. They won't catch him. Villain. We're going for him. But Nines takes out his whips more than he sends them far away. Izuku. There are more villains coming for us. 2B. We're going faster. But a villain makes many barrels fly. 2B. They're shit. But Izuku comes out with 2B who was screaming in terror while Izuku used his whips that knocked out all the villains and grabs Nines and 2B and puts them in. 2B. AI is screaming terrified by what Izuku did. Izuku. That was epic. 2B. Don't do it again, you could hurt the baby. Izuku. Sorry, there were a lot. 2B. Let's go quickly to the UA. 20 minutes later. Nezu. Okay, everyone is here. Jiru. But what's happening, director? Nezu. Something dangerous will happen. Then Izuku arrives. 2B. Nezu running. Nezu. Ready, everyone is inside. 2B. There are villains everywhere who want Izuku. Nezu. We will be watching over Bakugo at all times. Always stay with Izuku at all times. Bakugo? Of course, director. 2B. We have to protect him since they only want him. Izuku. That's a fact. Nines. That. Izuku. What you have to know is that they are preparing a great war thanks to two people who passed valuable information from the UA. Todoroki. And who are they? Izuku. For the survival of the villains, someone had to make an annoying deal with All for One loading his cannon. And that Izuku shoots Mineta and gives another in the stomach, making her vomit blood. Nezu. Take cover, everyone. Mineta. What have you done trying to regenerate? Izuku. From now on I free you from All for One's chains by giving him a big shot, making Iida fly away. Nezu. Everyone take cover. 2B. Izuku. Nines. Take cover. 2B. Izuku. Iida. They're shit throwing a fireball that Izuku dodges and throws several cannonballs, but they didn't hit him, and Iida takes out his souls and he flies away. Izuku. Don't let him escape flying like this. Akugu. Let's go quickly taking out explosions. Almight. It can't be. Mina. Let's go for Iida. Almight. But why did he betray us? Izawa. I'll tell you why he worked for All for One and you gave One for All to that idiot pushing him running away to help. Iida. I have to call more villains or that bastard will kill me. Izuku. Smoker throwing a big smasher that sends him to the ground. Iida. I will send you to hell just like your mother. Izuku. No, if I do it first, launching a cannon shot that sends him far away. So Izuku and Iida began to fight while some villains arrived, but Izuku was a well-trained soldier who knocked us out or finished the villains off. Villain. Let me go but receives a cannon shot to the head and shoots another villain who was there, and 2B and Nines watched as Izuku moved while Iida tried to do something to him with his black whips, but Izuku was very fast, so much so that Iida tried everything to attack him, but Izuku gives him a cannon shot to his leg grabbing the leg and grabs him with his left arm and with his right arm points him. Iida. No. But Izuku shoots him in the head, causing half of his body to be destroyed, and he loses his head at the same time causing him to die quickly. Izuku. For my idiot mother throwing the body several meters. Meanwhile in Yoro. Commander White. The last traitor of the UA is dead super serious. Chapter 19 Izuku vs Shigaraki. Narrator. We see Izuku in a large office being interrogated. Namasa. Well, we checked the house of your two companions well, and if indeed they were the traitors of the UA and had leaked a lot of information about the UA. Izuku. And why did they arrest me if I killed villains who killed my innocent people? Namasa. You are not here for that, besides you are not arrested, you will not have charges of that, if not rather I wanted to inform you of something. Izuku. What thing? Namasa. They hired evidence that Iida did participate in the death of your mother, along with All Might and Mineta. Izuku. I already knew because you think I killed them seriously. Namasa. And photos were also found in which Ichako Uraraka also participated in everything. We had to destroy everything so that it would not be leaked to the internet. Izuku. Her too. Namasa. Yes, her parents are now in jail since they wanted to pay for what their daughter did, and that is why they are now in jail. Izuku. I see, and what else do I find out? Namasa. That Iida, if he leaked a lot of information and more from your agency since many documents from your agency were found. Izuku. For cunning. Namasa. And well, that's all I wanted, I hired, take the information from your agency. Izuku. Thanks, grabbing them and leaves the room. 2B. What happened? Izuku. Yes, indeed, Iida, Mineta betrayed and Uraraka was involved in my mother's death. The strangest thing is that All Might has already been transferred to Tartarus to spend his last days there. 2B. Then you will not go to that thing called jail. Izuku. No, since it turns out that I killed villains who killed more people and who did a lot of harm to him. Also, if they were to arrest me, I would escape so that we get away from here and that they would not find us at the same time. I do not want to miss a few wonderful years that you and I will spend with our family, grabbing her by her belly. 2B. Do you think that one day they will know the truth? Izuku. We will tell them when they are older, do not worry. 1 week later. Izuku. Well, Nines, what is the surprise you have for me? Nines. Something that maybe you like, entering a room. Izuku. I lie down on the bed, right? Nines. That's right, turning on a machine and taking off Izuku's arms. Izuku. You weren't entering Eri, I told you that when she grows up she still can't master her powers well. I think that by the age of 18, she will master it well, I just have to wait. Nines. I haven't been investing a lot of time in making these new arms. Izuku. Seriously? Nines. If I call them the super arms it will take me a week, but it was worth it to finish off the villains. Izuku. Okay. So Nines takes out the arms that were golden, where he places them in the devices that connect Izuku's brain in the arms, making sure they fit well. Nines. Ready, how do you feel, friend? Izuku. Wow, I feel more powerful, and it seems that if they will receive many smoker they are perfect. Commander White. Someone has seen, but what? Nines, I told you to decide these prototypes. Nines. But Commander, these are very effective and they are very resistant at the same time, they will withstand many smoker, I swear. Commander White. Well, if your arms do not work we will intervene, but are you sure that you can alone against Shigaraki? Izuku. Izuku. Yes, also I do not want anyone to get hurt, much less 2B. Commander White. But if she told me she wants to fight you? Izuku. I know, but I have that fear for the baby, but she will only be far from the area, ending in the distance. Commander White. I hope everything goes well, Izuku. Already in the afternoon. We see Izuku watching the sunset of Japan, super thoughtful. To be. Do you think the war will be a massacre? Izuku. Yes. To be. You wanted to help Shigaraki, right? Izuku. I wanted to do it since it seems that is trapped in the clutches of Afo, nothing more. To be. But he caused you to be betrayed. Izuku. Something that I am very grateful for. To be. Why? Izuku. Because that's how you met me in that snowy forest and you helped me and repaired me from everything at the same time you gave me everything I always wanted to have a family, even if my mother is not there she would be proud of you smiling watching the sunset. To be. I am very happy and you are somewhat right. Izuku. If they hadn't betrayed me maybe we would never have met seeing her smiling and watching the sunset, honestly that's how I knew who my real friends were half serious. To be. Bad boys. Izuku. What? To be. Bad boys. Izuku. Ah now I understand. To be. Bad boys smiling. Izuku. Whatcha gonna do when they come for your. To be. Smiling crack bad boys. Izuku. No that's how it goes. To be. Well then you tell me how it goes super complete raising your fist. Izuku. I promise when the fist. The next day. We see everyone going to the mansion where Shigaraki was and everyone came prepared. Izuku. Well Shigaraki has already recovered so I'm going for the endeavor. We will cover you from the others. So arriving at the mansion where they arrive and there was no one. Mirko. No there nobody here. Izuku. Shigaraki I know you're here come out of the shadows now upset. At that Shigaraki comes out of the shadows but had a machine stuck to his back. Shigaraki. You unfortunate son of a bitch taking out many quirks. Izuku. Run. So everyone runs away while Shigaraki taking out many black whips. Shigaraki. I is stopping, booking mother I can't get out 100 of my power anymore, that bullet hurt me a lot coughing. Izuku. Adaki running like 2B who was running with her katana. So Izuku punches Shigaraki that sends him crashing against some rocks and Izuku began to take out his whips that send him crashing against some trees breaking his ribs. Shigaraki. I'll kill you by taking out fire that Izuku creates a shield with his whips. Nines. I see he's using low power quirks because he can no longer withstand 100 of his power. Izuku. Nines you are a genius, but we will have to wait the bullet is not yet loaded and together with the smasher it can disintegrate it. To be. There we have to make time so it charges faster and does not destroy the arms. Shigaraki. There's shit grabbing his hands, I can't take it anymore, but I have to continue with my mission. A 2B throws her katana that pierces Shigaraki's skull, causing him to bleed. Shigaraki. There's shit coughing blood. Izuku. Now my turn. So Izuku began to hit him very hard and Shigaraki tried everything to hit him but it was useless, but Shigaraki grabs him and sends him crashing against some rocks, but Izuku grabs him and the two began to fight super horribly and Izuku was hitting Shigaraki hard. Shigaraki. There you have me fed up piercing him with a sword burying it in his stomach. Akigugu. No Deku shocked. Izuku. Shit spitting blood, do you think that's going to stop me? Shigaraki. I'm going to kill you bastard taking out many black whips that Izuku dodges. Izuku. Smasher throwing a smasher that sends him far away. Shigaraki. So without your arms you are nothing eh? Izuku. I will finish you off you bastard. But Shigaraki used a great sword that destroys Izuku's left arm. To be. But what? Nines. But if I made it super resistant. Shigaraki. What happens you no longer have power. But Izuku gives him a punch so hard with his right arm that it made him fly and Izuku looks that the bullet has already been charged. Shigaraki. What happens you can't do it without an arm anymore. But Izuku activates all one for all to the maximum which made many rays come out of Izuku. To be. Everyone cover now run and everyone take cover. Izuku. For my Motheri shouting loudly. Shigaraki. That's how I'll finish you off. But Izuku throws a big smasher at the same time the bullet that goes through Shigaraki, causing him to fly away, and the lightning began to do a lot of damage to Shigaraki so that he cannot regenerate. Shigaraki. Nu disappearing and thus dying Shigaraki Tamura and Izuku falls from several meters where he falls to the ground. Nines. Izuku running where everyone arrives. Quick there we have to take him to the hospital. To be. Izuku say something super worried since Izuku did not wake up but Izuku slowly looks since he was weak. Izuku. You have beautiful eyes love smiling removing his blindfold. To be. Calm down we are going to go to the hospital just rest do not worry everything will be fine. Izuku. What a beautiful day you don't believe it's seeing the day. Nines. Yes it is super beautiful. To be. Because tomorrow will be beautiful hugging him. The next day. We see Izuku waking up little by little. Izuku. Damn, standing up, at least they gave me new arms, my right arm was also destroyed, at least it's all over. 10 minutes later. Izuku. Up and down moving his bed since he was bored, I think they will discharge me, since I feel better my stomach is better. But he receives a message. Izuku. From whom will it be? To be. Hello love. Izuku. Hello love where are you? To be. More like how are you? Izuku. Already better I've been in worse things, but I'm used to it don't worry. To be. I'm glad but the real reason why I'm not is that I went to get what you had always wanted. Izuku. What thing? Wow. Izuku. What was that? And that a dog appears in Izuku's room where he gets up trying to reach it and Izuku grabs it seeing it. Izuku. Oh hello doggy petting him. Dog. Wow. Izuku. You seem like a good boy do you want to play? Dog. Wow. Izuku. Wait just let me stand up and the dog and Izuku started to play. Izuku. Come on friend jump. Dog. Wow jumping. Izuku. That's it dog come on jump more. Dog. Wow happy jumping. Izuku. Now let's take a walk around the hospital. So the two leave the room where they go to the Jarshan where they were playing. Izuku. Come on friend run. So he runs with the dog who was just playing and laughing super happy. To be. I told you they would like it. Akugu. At least he's happy with his pet. Nines. And also Eerie. Izuku. Hehehe good boy how good it is to meet you happy. Dog. Wow. Izuku. How nice that he met you holding it. Dog. Wow licking Izuku's face. Izuku. You have pretty eyes hugging him, hello everyone. To be. I'm glad you're okay again love. Eerie. You're finally waking up dad. Izuku. It's good to see you family smiling again, at last we will all live happily in content. To be. Finally peace and happiness love hugging him. Izuku. I love you. To be. Me too love kissing him. Final chapter wedding. Narrator. We see 2B and Nines and Eerie in a super elegant and very nice restaurant since they were waiting for Izuku. Eerie. Why doesn't dad arrive? 2B. I don't know daughter maybe he got lost. Nines. But as if Monaco is very small. 2B. Actually he's somewhat big Monaco taking out his cell phone calling him, he doesn't answer anything. Nines. Do you think he got lost? 2B. I think I'm going to go look for him Eerie stay here with Uncle Nines, I'm going to go look for him. Izuku. Hello family smiling happily and everyone stays quiet, what's happening why did everyone shut up? Nines. Really are you Izuku? Izuku. Yes why? 2B. Really is it you love? Izuku. Really is it me? Eerie. Really is it you dad? Izuku. Yes with a vein. 2B. Yes it's you hugging him, but what happened to your hair love sitting down like Izuku? Izuku. Well I got tired of having super long hair it reached like my shoulder, so I cut it like Aj Balvin elegant and short. Nines. You look like a reggaeton singer. Izuku. Yes but at least I look good not like the one Anula has who wears a wig. Nines. I see. Izuku. Well since we live in Monaco now how about we take a walk after eating? Nines. What will happen to the house in California? Izuku. That will be our house when we go to California besides Nezu gave it to me so we didn't want to waste it. 2B. Look, many villains are super upset in jail because of what you did to Shigaraki. Izuku. They talking trash in US and Monaco. Already in the afternoon. 2B. The city is very beautiful here you can see that many millionaires come to this place daily. Nines. What are you doing Izuku? Izuku. Take a picture of me. Nines. What? Izuku. I always wanted to pose in one of these Formula 1 cars take a picture of me love. 2B. Okay I'm going to take a picture, ready it's done. Izuku. I hope to have one of my own in the future. Already at night. Izuku. Oh yeah family, we're going to have a great night as a family. Eerie. Let's go to the movies, dad. Izuku. Of course, daughter, and we're going to see the one about tornadoes, so let's go quickly. So everyone goes into the room where they were watching the trailer. Nines. Look, it's about a video game. Izuku. But what happened to the sheep? Eerie. Why is everything very square? 2B. And why does everything look very strange? Izuku. Oh, I'm not going to watch Minecraft the movie. 2B. It looks very strange. Izuku. Believe me, it will be the most hated or loved. I don't know, Minecraft fans will love it but maybe not everyone. Nines. And which one are we going to see? Izuku. He is showing a photo. 2B. Who is Beetlejuice? Izuku. You'll see it will be the best movie you've ever seen. 2 in the morning. We see Izuku and 2B walking quietly through the streets of Monaco. 2B. But what a beautiful night, you don't believe it, love, but look, that Izuku stops, something happens. Izuku. Izuku. You know, love, in this time that we have been dating for a long time, and the truth is yesterday I thought about it, and the truth is I love you very much since you rescued me that day when I was going to die. You gave me a new life, you gave me a family that I always wanted to have, and more now with the arrival of our son. You have given me everything I have always wanted, and seriously thank you for everything. You are everything I have dreamed of. You are my sea, my moon. Son, you are the most pressured thing I have in my life, so love, I want to ask you a question. 2B. And what is Izuku, confused since Izuku is kneeling and takes a ring out of his pocket. Izuku. 2B, would you get married with me, smiling, blushing. 2B. And what is that, confused. Izuku. Something very bleeding, since if we get married we will be very united for our children, and our love will grow more by being united in marriage. 2B. Oh, I see, then if I accept love, hugging it, how do you use that thing? Izuku. It's called a ring and it's put like this, putting the ring on it. 2B. I promise I will never take it off. Thank you for this day, love, I love you. Izuku. Me too, love, giving him a kiss. 2 weeks later. We see Izuku driving fast since he felt they were late. Nines. Can you go a little slower? Izuku. We weren't very late because of you. Nines. But I wanted to wear my shorts. Izuku. I clearly told you no shorts at my wedding. Nines. But this way I feel very comfortable. Izuku. Nines, it's a super important day for me, and this will change your lives forever. From now on you will respect my time driving super fast. Nines. Why didn't you get married in Monaco? Izuku. I clearly said that I was going to get married in Miami, and I clearly told you while driving. Nines. Can we stop at a store? I'm hungry. Izuku. We won't be too late. Nines. Please, I feel like I'm going to throw up. Izuku. Throws up in my car, I want to see you dare. Nines. Not there, holding his mouth, and Izuku parks himself epically in a store. Izuku. Fine, you have 90 seconds to grab whatever you want. Nines. But you don't have to treat me like a child, I'm almost an adult. Izuku. Yeah, looking at his watch, you have 85 left. So Nines runs out where he's going to the store, he grabs some candy and goes to turn off, but sees some sausages rolling. Nines. Oh, or those things that Izuku bought me last week, what are they called? Salesman. They're called hot dogs. Nines. Give me one, please. Thief. Give me the money right now, taking out a gun. Nines. No, there, excuse me, can I go? It's that I have a commitment. Thief. You shut your mouth, stupid gay. Nines. Sir, seriously, if I don't go to the car in 15 seconds a guy will come in very upset with me, seriously, I have to go. Thief. With a damn shut up. Izuku. Nines, are you ready? Ruggieri. Hands up, you stupid piece of shit. Izuku. Okay, light them up. Nines. Izuku, I can explain. Izuku. Can you explain to me what those chocolates are doing on the counter? Nines. It's that I. Izuku. And a hot dog. Nines, I told you that I would open many at my wedding because you bought one. Salesman. Maybe because I was hungry. Thief. Shut up already and give me the money. But Izuku grabs him and hits him so hard that he knocks him out. Nines. You shouldn't have seen him beaten up. Izuku. Run to the aura with demonic aura. Nines. Yes, I'm going, and how much would it be? Seller. It's on the house, thanks for keeping me from getting robbed. Izuku. Thanks, and calls a policeman, leaving the store. Well, no more distractions, now go fast before she regrets it. 2B. 5 minutes later. Izuku. Well, we arrived and I thought 2B had arrived. Mina. Don't worry, maybe she's getting too pretty. Izuku. I hope she didn't regret it. Sai. If she had regretted it she would have already run away. Izuku. And if she did that scared. Jiru. Shut up, Sai, you scare him, I think she's selling. Namuri. Look, the happy bride is coming. And that she enters the altar super beautiful and pretty with her big beautiful and expensive dress, while Leiri threw white petals at 2B's feet, and Izuku just smiled at the beauty that his wife gave off and made him smile more since her belly was a little grown, implying that his son was growing, and 2B arrives at the altar where she grabs Izuku's hands and they see the father. Dear brothers, we are gathered here to witness the union between Izuku Midoriya and 2B Midoriya. Thus beginning all the things that happen at weddings that you don't know what happens since I've never been to one. Let's continue. Father. Well, it's time for the vows now. Izuku Midoriya will say his vows. Izuku. Well, I, Izuku Midoriya, promise to be the best husband of all, and I promise to protect you at all times and never leave you alone for anything in the world. I promise to support you in everything in good times and bad. I also promise to never leave your side. I never promise to give you everything that is within my reach, and I promise to take care of my children and my family, since you are the most precious I have in life, and I promise to always bring a big smile to your face. Always smiling even though it seemed like I wanted to cry. Father. Well, now you dear seeing 2B. 2B. Well, I 2B promise to be the best wife, friend and lover of yours, since I am very happy to be your wife and to have rescued you that day. I feel very happy to have met you. I promise to be the best wife and never leave you alone in anything and take care of our children, and I will cook for you since I feel very happy to be your wife, and I promise to always bring a smile to your face every day, bringing tears to your eyes, as Izuku took her hands. Father. Then Izuku Midoriya, you accept 2B as your legitimate wife until death separates you. Izuku. Accepted. Father. And you 2B accept Izuku as your legitimate husband until death separates you. 2B. Yes, I accept, Father, bringing tears to the happiness that she felt at that moment. Father. Well, by the power that has been granted to me and before the eyes of God, I declare you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. Izuku 2B. Come here, pretty eyes, giving each other a big kiss that made everyone applaud for the great moments that the two were having. Several years later. We see Izuku outside his house seeing his new arms since Eri was finally able to control her quirk while rocking her babies. 2B. Dinner is ready, honey. I think you're dying of hunger after coming home from work. Seeing it, something happens. Izuku. I remembered everything that happened to me, how I lost my arms, my eye, and how in the end, Eri helped me with all that. It was something tragic, the truth, but in the end I am here with our children. 2B. I know, sitting next to him, maybe what we went through was something hard, but in the end we knew how to get ahead. At first it was something horrible having found you. I thought you would die, but I saved you that day. Izuku. It was a miracle that you saved me that day. I will always be grateful to you. Love, hugging her. Izumi. Mom, Dad, here we are all arriving. Izuku and 2B's children. Izuku 2B. Hello Benito, Pedro, Joel, Oscar, Ruben, Leon. Izumi, Eri, Lucy, Ellie, Inko Jr. and 2B Jr. greeting their children, and 2B gives each one a kiss. Izuku. How did it all? Ruben. I finally have a girlfriend. Happy. 2B. And who is Ruben? Ruben. Is Ruka my girlfriend? Izuku. Congratulations, son. I am happy that you already have your soulmate. I am proud of you. 2B. Yes, son, congratulations. You have already become a man like your brothers, since Benito has Marin, Pedro has Mommy, Federico has Sumi, Oscar has Yuzuru, and Leon has Minnie. Izuku. And when she comes to the house to eat, I want to meet her. 2B. And I give them my blessing. Ruben. Soon mom will come home. 2B. Well, let's go inside to eat because dinner is getting cold. Everyone. Okay, love mom. Mary. And where is Uncle Nines? 2B. He will come later for dinner, so come on because dinner is getting cold. So everyone went to eat super calm. At the same time they made mists about Ruben's relationship, making him blush, and Izuku was finally happy despite what he lived and suffered. Now he was finally happy, even though he knew his mother was not there. She would be happy for what he is now. He is finally happy with his true love, the love that never let him die at all times. Even though the betrayal brought consequences, they in the end went ahead with their love and lived happily ever after. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.